Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Operation Outreach, our Lancer RPG tabletop game. Say hello to our elite pilots.
Hello.
Yeah, that's us. Definitely elite.
We're doing so well.
Hi.
Last week on 2 weeks ago on Operation Outreach, they finally uncovered what exactly is going on. Well, part of what's going on this planet. They are on the farm planet Agraria. People have been having mysterious memory losses. People have been disappearing off the streets. Strange pools of blood. Drones cleaning up the strange pools of blood. What in the world is going on? And they finally discovered something has been lurking beneath the earth. Something with a huge head and long neck and thing that eats people and talks, apparently. And that thing has now lifted itself up out of the ground and is creeping ever closer toward the new city they have driven to. Araville. You were in Stillville. Stillville's probably doomed. Araville, they have last week saved from sending out a bunch of fertilizer, which was more than likely some sort of infection vector for the creature to spread further. But now on the horizon, they see the approach of hundreds of vehicles packed with fertilizer, with people on top carrying dynamite, riding like the people from Mad Max, ready to explode and destroy this city, leaving it in tatters for the creature to consume. So, players, what would you like to do?
Leave.
Yeah.
Be somewhere else.
Where's the bus stop?
You want to call for more cars?
Yeah, I'll just leave.
Now, I believe last time you did all meet up at there's the SSC research base in the town, big base. It's where a lot of people work, and then right next to it is a airport travel kind of hub station that's got off-world transport. It does have some guards here and there. And then I believe 4 of you are still rocking mechs, but Tynanator, you are no longer.
Nope.
And
I've been unmech.
Exploded it.
And security people are still looking for us because we ran away.
I will tell you that you've seen security people kind of running around. They appear to be much more concerned with the unauthorized broadcast and the seeming terrorist attack that is incoming from their neighboring farm town.
Good.
Okay.
There are people coming by with guns on the street and running in that direction.
Hey, they'll fix it.
Oh, we're gonna let them handle this one?
Yeah,
Yes.
I got guns. So one thing I would like to try is to use that other fertilizer and try and spray it on the thing and see what happens. That's the only idea I have.
You want me to do what now?
You have the anti-fertilizer, the one that
Correct. And you want me to spray it on this thing we can't see?
well, we can see it. You just, gotta try hard.
I gotta try hard. Okay. Okay. So, where are we in relation to the sea but not sea monster?
You haven't seen it yet.
It's not like
Oh,
like
is that-
metaphorically we haven't seen it, because we have seen it, but we haven't seen it.
You don't know how close to the town it is. You saw it as 4 of you were on your way to the town, because Tynanator got here first. 4 of you, like looking in your rear view mirrors, could see a shape on the horizon. This very large thing with like big swirling tentacle looking things above it. But it was nighttime. It was dark. There were some flashing lights and that kind of stuff. So, but you quickly outpaced it. So you're not sure how far ahead you are.
Okay.
But he coming.
But you guys haven't been here
So-
that long. You guys have, the 4 of you arrived like a half an hour ago. Tynanator made his escape from the base. You guys shot down those drones trying to spread the fertilizer.
So my question is, what is our plan to be able to spray him with this stuff?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, okay. Back.
That's
But
what we
let's
have.
keep,
That's-
but let's
that's-
keep that in our back
That,
pocket.
well, that's what we have to
Okay.
talk about. That's what I want to talk
The way
about.
I see it, we have a couple options here. Number one is it sounds like the locals are preparing like a line of defense here, and we could go join them and do a cool battle. Number
Behind
two, we could, I guess, go do something with the shipyard. Something
Break
such
sleeve.
as
Get on the moon.
Oh,
I mean,
and
we
then
could-
blow it up.
oh, that's the
get a-
third major
could
thing
get a
in our
sh-
back.
We could get a ship, fly over the thing, toss the canister out, and just let it crack open.
And then wait for a swarm of bugs to come and eat it.
I don't know. I have no idea what's
You
gonna
mean
happen.
a swarm of bugs to get eaten by it?
Depends on how many bugs we
A
get.
little bit of A, a little bit
Do-
of B, you know?
Do bugs tell like lies or whatever that this thing consumes?
Do bugs tell lies?
'Cause
That's
this-
a very
Um,
good question.
Just gonna
We
write
haven't
that
met-
down as the
Sniper?
episode
Sniper, do
title.
bugs tell lies?
We haven't met them.
How would you be able to believe me?
Don't ask me no questions. I'll tell you no lies.
Okay, so
Or we could try to get Tynanator a mech. Surely there's some
I
Everest,
don't need a mech.
Everest just lying around here.
Oh yeah. Seems
there's
believable.
gotta be.
What do you guys think?
Do we like sense a printer around anywhere?
I don't know.
Do you
Like,
sense a
like-
printer?
I
Yeah,
can
I got
sense
it on
the
the hook.
printer.
Like, can
Like
I
a
like
six
pinpoint
sense.
the printer around anywhere?
You wanna Google to see if there's a printer?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do I have to
Roll. Show
for
me your
that?
roll. Yeah. What would that roll be? Let's see. Probably computers. Is there a computers roll?
Roll computers.
Roll computer.
That's a thing in some games.
I think we forgot how to play this game.
I opened all the
No.
stuff except for the triggers menu. That would
How about
probably.
spot?
I'll let you roll spot or hacker fix.
Okay, I'm gonna roll hack and fix then.
Hack it into Google to search for local
Yeah.
printers.
to Google.
By the way, I am now going
I
to
control the internet.
when people ask me IT questions, I'm gonna go, hold on, I'm sensing an answer. Tick, 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 tick.
I forgot if it's 4 or 6.
The spirits are telling me you need to turn it off and then back on again.
What's the
Classic.
highest we can have in our trigger for hack and?
6.
Okay, then
I have 6.
it's 6. I forgot. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of printers here. There's like one. It's a major capital city, right? There's but specifically, like, you know that there are printers around, but this by this roll you've specifically pinpointed where some of them are.
Okay, so how about one that is like printing a mech right now?
Ooh.
one that's printing a mech right now.
Like access what they're
Yes.
currently. Yeah.
Because I don't have time to wait for this mech to print.
Sure. There's 2 nearby.
Okay.
There's one in the airport that you guys are in right now, but it is not designed for combat. It is a mech that is primarily designed for doing maintenance on aircraft.
Hmm.
I tell Isaiah that.
Okay. There is also maybe 20 minutes away. There is another mech. Because you with that hack and fix roll, you found like some power sources that are probably powering printers, and you found a very large industrial printer that is printing off security mechs at the Araville police station.
Are they made for combat?
They indeed do have combat capabilities, yes.
Okay, so there's a mech like 20 minutes away, guys.
And that one is to the point where if you wanted to, you got there and you had access to it, I would rule that you could probably do some hacking and upload some data to maybe make it print out a system or two, depending on how well that goes, that would belong to a mech that one of you might pilot instead of bog standard generic police crap.
So, isn't he already in the police station, though?
No.
No,
No.
I'm you guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
he's
really?
with us.
You guys are all standing outside the... He didn't get taken to the police station. He got taken to the SSC research base.
Oof, jeez. No, you don't want to go there.
It wasn't that bad.
Not now.
They tried to turn you into.
They tried to turn me. No, I don't remember any of that actually. So it wasn't that bad.
They tried to feed you something. You weren't sure what.
They gassed me. I threw a stapler at a guy's head. It was great.
That's right. You John fucking Madden a stapler at a guy's head. I forgot about that.
John Madden.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
I want to get in a ship and fly over the thing, but I mean, so that thing broadcasted something. Have we forgotten that?
No, you remember that.
Okay, all right.
Why would
yeah,
it broadcast something it wants you to forget?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I feel like now that it's just openly talking to us.
Maybe it
It's not.
can't. Maybe it can't go. Reach past its own biology. It's like that's just how it works. It can never have, husband and wife because the other one always forgets about it.
Is this Sarksus talking or is this Kanda talking?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Or both?
If I don't
So-
hear somebody say out of character beforehand, I'm gonna assume that it's the character.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a lot there, Karna. That is a lot.
To be fair, Karna is kind of always like that, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I was wondering.
I don't really want to steal a mech from somebody in these times of strife. I'm just gonna go steal a ship from somebody in these
But
times.
in reverse, in this time of strife, you need a mech.
I'm just gonna go steal a ship and leave the planet.
And also,
Just
it's
gonna-
stealing
what
from the
about us?
police. It's stealing from the police. Let's think
You
about
can't
this.
steal from the
You
police.
can't
Yeah,
steal from the
that's-
police. You're just
that's like a
taking
good deed.
things.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
deed.
right. Technically, my tax dollars bought that
Exactly.
mech.
That is our mech. We don't
Yeah,
pay
yeah.
taxes here,
Yeah.
but that's our mech.
You don't pay taxes here, Karna. I pay taxes everywhere.
What?
I'm a civil servant.
Just on every planet you go to.
You just
Go
have
to
like
the
a
city
freaking-
hall, pay your tax.
I file my taxes immediately.
What? You don't live here though. I'm an American.
Isaiah, how do you feel about flying a ship over this thing so it could drop a canister of anti-fertilizer on it?
I have a better idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly a ship straight out of orbit, into orbit onto our ship, and then we're gonna fly to the blink gate, and we're never gonna come back to this backwater worm-infested
Okay.
ship.
But I'm worried that it's gonna latch onto one of us, and then we're gonna take it out into the universe.
Okay, then you can all just kill ourselves. I
I
guess.
had not been worried about that before, but now I'm extremely worried
Guess
about
what? Callie's here to give you all your weird conspiracy theories.
Yeah, we just go to the
Things
moon
to
and
worry
nuke
about.
this joint.
Right.
that. No,
so,
we gotta try to save these people. We can't
Okay.
just watch this entire city get destroyed.
Oh, suddenly it's a concern.
Callie is very much the person who asks, "Did you wash your hands 5 minutes after you left the bathroom, and now you can't remember if you did or not?"
I'm gonna start walking towards the airport or whatever. the
Okay.
hangar.
Are you really?
Isn't that where the mech was?
Oh,
No, it's
want-
at the police station.
There's an
There's a mech
almost
at the air-
completed aircraft mech that you can get into right now, that is
Yeah, that's
designed
where I'm
for
going.
aircraft maintenance.
That's fine. It's probably stronger than I am. I can pick up a car maybe and throw it.
Absolutely, it is stronger than you are.
Yep, I'm gonna go get in that mech. Ha ha ha! And I'm gonna start walking towards the airport.
Okay.
I look around and I
Okay,
guess
so-
I'm after him.
Are you actually getting in the mech?
I'm walking over to the hangar.
I mean, that sounds like the complete opposite of what you just wanted to do before.
Well, at this point, it seems like y'all wanna. I can't let you guys die in vain, so I should probably try to help you.
Oh, cool. I appreciate that.
cool.
Who said anything about dying? I intend to live.
Well, I think we all intend to live, but now we're all afraid that we've got some sort of weird bug inside of us thanks to Callie and her crazy conspiracy bullshit.
Well,
Now-
I
I
wasn't listening, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I will point
Sure.
out there are several cars with explosives barreling toward the city.
Yeah, I'm walking.
Yeah, I mean, that they'll explode though. It'll be fine.
I've kind of given up on the whole concept of surviving this, so I'm just taking a nice casual stroll over to the hangar.
All right. A casual stroll.
I'm gonna run there
It's
and
like,
get
alright.
the stupid to the hangar before him.
All right, Isaiah, you go suit up. Meet us in front of the city. I'm gonna
See
go
you in
see if we can
15
organize.
minutes.
I'm gonna see if we can organize some defenses.
Yeah.
I'll see you in like half an hour or something. I might grab
Half
a
an
bite.
hour.
They didn't feed me in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So some of us have to go meet with the explosive trucks, and the others have to go to a ship so they can bring the canister up really high and throw it at the guy.
Okay,
Yeah, that's a great idea.
great.
That's the plan.
To be fair, they did
Hey.
offer you food.
You don't
Yeah.
want to eat what they offer you.
But it,
They offered
yeah.
me a briefcase full of dirt or something, I think. I don't remember. It was weird.
So I'm gonna go out towards the edge of the city.
Yeah, can we? Is there like
Yep.
a main entrance to the city? Like, well, I guess the road
Probably
that we
would-
came in is
The
the same
road
road
is still
that
Bill.
Yeah, you're on like a main thoroughfare that leads in and out, kind of thing, like a highway. And so yeah, you can head that way.
I want to head that way. Is it like a choke point, I guess, or like an obvious place where these cars are headed? That's where I'd like to head.
I would say as you guys head out, this is kind of the main road. There are other little roads here and there. This is the main one. And like at a quick scan, you can see that there are like your mech does a scan of the cars and the coming up to you. Once you guys get out there, there are like 126 cars
What?
coming
They all
your
have
way.
explosives?
Yes, and each and
a
every
lot of
single one of them
cars.
appears to have fertilizer and TNT with a variety of people strapped to them.
Like, come out here.
But they're
not-
they're not coming in one line. They are spread out in a very large line, right? They also, at a glance, appear to be about 10 minutes away at the pace that they are coming.
Fuck.
Does it look like they hacked their cars to go faster?
Things are very hacked. There are sparks flying. A couple of them are just on fire. You see just one of them on the end just blow up, just all by itself.
All right.
You guys should dig a trench or something.
Yes.
In
I was
10
about to-
minutes?
Yes.
Yep.
I got. let me
Use your
see.
guns or something.
They
Yeah, blow up.
are hover cars.
Oh, what?
They are hover. Yeah, they've been hover cars the whole time.
Yes.
Right, but
It's the
wouldn't a
future.
trench still make one of the...
Yes.
If it's a big enough trench,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but that would take too long. to
10
make.
minutes.
I'm just giving you the facts.
It's really. I thank you
So,
for reminding
I
us
mean-
that they're hover cars, so you don't let us dig the trench, and then they just go.
They go
whoop.
weird.
Right into me and right into us. Explode.
So, I mean, one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to put my turrets out so that they can shoot people 10 squares away when they get close.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I can do 3 of those.
All right. Keep track of that. You have 3 turrets out.
Are there any you said there were police and stuff were headed
Yeah,
this way? Is
there are-
any organization going on here?
There's one dude on the ground who looks like he's in charge. Standing in this little hastily erected bunker, and you can see him just screaming into a little headset microphone. What do they call these things? The little
Megaphone?
radio.
Bullhorn?
Not a megaphone. The little he's got a little handheld radio police thing. Walkie-talkie thing. Yeah. And so he's just screaming into that, red-faced. And after just a moment, you see other police mechs start coming up, and they're generally smaller than the rest of your mechs. They appear to have one armament. You can see most of the human through these things. These are riot control, bug-killing mechs, not hard combat mechs. But they are humanoid, and typically are carrying a big rifle that has a couple of rounds loaded in it. And they are coming up, and in a very wide line. There's maybe 20 of them that you can see that are spread out at kind of the whole distance of the line. They've done a pretty good job of organizing and getting them out to that line, and they are spread out in intervals to kind of hit the whole line, and are crouching down and taking aim.
All right. So I'm picturing like they're all doing this, and then our like with their little lame small mechs, and then our really badass crew just kind of like stomps up, like we got Karna's gigantic mech and everything. Yeah, they want to like we look really cool. I want to make sure that that's clear.
They are fully ignoring you.
Aren't your mechs all kinds of fucked up? Like you got sparks and fire.
There's a little. Some of you have some
cool
damage,
and it looks cool as hell.
Okay.
Yeah, so some of the swords in my head are broken off.
That's fine. Yeah, we want to walk up there. I want to talk to the head guy, the guy in charge here. Get his attention.
What do you want to say? You're in a mech. What do you want to do?
I can talk to my mech, right?
Yeah.
All right, be like, attention. We are Operation Outreach, and we are here to help.
What?
We're from Union. You guys are in trouble.
No shit.
Where do you need us?
Pick a spot. What are you gonna do? What's happening?
There's a giant monster thing, and it's gonna try to eat all
There's
of you.
a giant monster thing.
And exploding cars.
I see
There's
the
like a
exploding
word guy.
cars.
All right, let's worry about the exploding cars first. But you know what? Forget it. Just exploding cars. That's the problem. Let's focus on that for now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
We're not gonna really worry about the singing gray worm from the dirt that eats your soul.
We don't know
Please.
about those.
I'm sorry. What?
I do
Nothing.
know about that.
I thought we forgot all of those giant things.
Yeah, you
Just
don't
had a
re-
fight with a
Stuff like
fire dude. We saw those things.
With a fire
You know,
dude?
We remember it because of the video now. Like we know that it exists or the broadcast. I mean.
Yeah, Sniper said that we remember the broadcast, so I
You remember the
assume
broadcast, yeah? So you remember there being a thing. I don't think you saw it.
Right, we just heard the voice.
Oh, okay.
We
But
saw
you said
it
we
while it
saw the
was-
thing in the distance, like the.
Yeah,
riding.
but you saw like a silhouette kind of. So you know there's a big monster, but you don't know what it looks
That's
like.
enough. Yeah. I was very clear.
Yeah,
Big monster coming.
Big monster.
During the synchronized what's it thing that turned off their song while we were fighting the fire guy, we totally saw them.
And forgot about
But then
them.
you promptly forgot them.
Yeah, that's the thing with these guys is in character we can't remember them, which is a little tricky to remember sometimes. Because out of character we certainly do.
Which also, if you recall, is part of the gimmick of this, right? Is that when you were in the hotel, you went to sleep and you woke up and your characters had like scratched things into themselves or left themselves notes. Because part of your brain remembers, but part of your brain doesn't. Which I think works well because you as the player know what's going on, but you as the character doesn't, so there's this fight happening, right?
Except in that instance, the characters actually knew more than we, the players, did. Because they, in their dreams, they saw the stuff and tried to give us. That was
But
the characters
then
trying to give
your
messages to us, the
conscious
players.
brain forgot it and left you a message.
It's very cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, so I think Artek just wants to like take up like a point position on this defensive line. And maybe just kind of have the rest of us also spread out and just get ready and just try to take these things down before they get here. I
Okay.
don't know what else to do. Just
Yeah, I'm a little concerned because all of my weapons are very close range.
well, don't miss.
Okay.
I'm glad my mech is broken. I would be oof. I'm gonna go stab it. It explodes. Okay.
Yeah, I wish I had the other mech. That would make things a lot easier. All right, well, I guess we're gonna fight.
Gotta hold the line.
I guess.
Ooh,
Unless
can we
everyone's
make the
gonna die.
line like a bridge or some other defensible location instead of just a wide?
It's a miles long line of cars.
Yeah, I'm aware. That's why I was.
You're on a
thinking,
farm planet. There's not really like. It's all flat, grassy farmland.
Damn it. They should have built the city in a more defensible location. The fools.
Isn't this town known for like its airfields?
It has them.
Yeah.
It's the capital city of the planet. It's known for being a major commerce hub and having a lot of good arable land.
Maybe we should like fly around above all of them in our like in the ships and then shoot out the doors.
We have 10 minutes.
At this point, you have about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
If
and I'm
Isaiah
spending
shows
this
up in
time
a
looking
plane-
for a ship.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll stay put for now because I don't know what else to do.
Hey, can we call the Steve?
Yeah,
Is the communication working?
you can
Artet
try.
tries to put in a call to the Steve.
Hello. Yeah, hello.
That's not what Steve sounds like.
The Steve is the name of your ship.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Steve is the AI that is on your ship. The Steve.
It's all very clear.
Yeah.
Dimitri, this is Artat. Come in.
Hello. The connect
Hi,
is not great.
Any
Look.
chance we can get some air support?
I'm glad you called. Tosh is being
No.
really weird. Hello.
I told you guys we should have talked about this.
We scheduled it. We're gonna take care of it. I promise.
Okay.
We could really use some air support right now. Is there any chance you guys can do anything for us?
Air support?
Yes.
It'll-
Anything.
What?
Guns.
Can you
Drop ships?
Can you like just drop a big
It-
just like
Wait, have guns?
I don't remember if we have guns.
It
We don't
says
have guns.
Do we have
have guns.
Oh, we don't have guns and we don't have a dropship. That's why we've been stuck here. Because we don't have the dropship.
Tell him to go to the moon.
Well,
I'm not there.
Uh,
I'm not there. No.
we could ship to planet unfinished.
what's unfinished? The dropship?
It.
Unfinished dropship doesn't sound that useful.
yeah.
We could just
Just drop it.
Yes. Sal's going to be very.
Yeah, I don't want to make Sal mad actually. Nah, never mind.
What? It's death or making Sal upset? And you're using death?
The dropship. Yes.
You just hear Dimitri
What's the
go,
difference?
"Yes, that is it. Do I get to vote?"
I mean, if there are ships that we can use to escape in the airport,
Here.
then I guess we could sacrifice the dropship and let it. I don't know if it would.
Take out one car.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the blast radius would be if we dropped it on something.
Oh, very big. You throw thing from it very big.
Can you hit about a mile away from our position sometime in the next 7 minutes?
No guidance, but try.
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
Might as well
Oh,
try.
jeez.
Is
Might as
Steve
well.
online?
Yes.
Steve,
Hello.
can you calculate the odds on successfully hitting a location about half a mile out?
No, I cannot.
All right, thanks, Steve.
Like a Titanfall 2 situation.
I am willing. Try.
Can we hook up our NHPs and try and get them to like come up with a solution together? Maybe that would help.
Yes. Firing solution in minutes.
What was that? Come again on the
How many-
minutes?
How many
In-
minutes?
Minutes.
Come on.
Whatever.
Let's try it. We gotta try it.
Yeah, let's try it.
What's the worst that can happen? It lands right on our heads.
Yeah, I mean, we're already fucked.
Look, I asked the people that made this game, and there are several mechs that can survive a planet hitting them, so...
Oh yeah.
We're not in any of those mechs.
I'm not even in a mech.
You
Yay.
can't survive a planet hitting you.
Yeah, tell Sal we'll make it up to her. Go ahead and do your best. Try
Where-
to kill us.
Yep.
Where
It'll be
are
great.
we aiming?
Can you see the line of cars coming at us? Assuming that they are going to maintain their speed, can you predict where they'll be when the ship would land?
Satellite is hard. Can't. Coordinates.
Okay.
Give it's.
What's the blast radius? Just whatever the blast radius is away from us.
What's. If you drop a tungsten rod on a planet from orbit,
Uh-huh.
that's like a nuclear explosion, right?
Yes.
Hmm.
It
I don't know.
has the payload capacity thereof.
So if you drop a half of a drop ship that can carry all of your mechs
Mm-hmm.
from orbit, what's,
Okay, where?
how many tungsten rods is that?
Oh, okay, so what is the current coordinates of the cars?
About 6. You can pull those up. Like you have those
Okay.
coordinates.
All right, so can we figure out how fast they're going?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to try and come up with a prediction of where they'll be in like 5-ish, I guess, minutes.
Okay.
Well, no, that's gonna be pretty close. But,
Yeah.
Okay,
That'll be 3 minutes from you. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give them those coordinates.
I feel like the NHPs should be able to tell us what the blast radius will be, or at least estimate that, and then we can use that information to say where to drop it.
Hello, Artak. Where would you like the blast radius to start?
Far enough out that it doesn't blow up us and the town, and catches as many of those incoming vehicles as possible.
This will be very approximate and depends on how good Steve and Dimitri and Tosh are,
I have the utmost faith in them.
and Sal.
She's good.
Yes,
She's a really good
actually, Sal
engineer.
actually is really good.
Artak, I am concerned. I do not think Dimitri likes you.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Did he say something?
Never
There
mind.
is no actual interference.
All right.
I should not have brought this up.
Let's get those.
We'll circle back to it. We'll schedule a one-on-one.
Wait, what did he say? Did he say something?
All
Let's
right.
go. Let's go.
What did he say? What did he say?
This seems
Alright, so I'm
dangerous.
gonna-
I do not advise.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, we're kind of up against the wall here.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Where are we going? Where are we putting this thing?
I'm gonna transmit those coordinates.
Destruction yield will be several miles of destruction.
Then we'll have to drop it several miles away.
Very good. Targeting. Coordinates prepared. Please
Alright.
upload coordinates.
If I could make a suggestion, target it so that the blast radius ends on the outskirts of town.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
You are standing in the outskirts of town, I would point
Yes.
I'm aware, but we can back up a lot quicker than they could drive into our town.
out. Okay, so in order to upload these coordinates, we'll need to break through the encryption. Prepared?
You can do that?
Can try.
All right, sure. Yeah, go for it.
All right, hack
Do a lot
and
of stuff
give,
these days.
give me a hack and fix roll.
It's merits roll. All right, I'll do it.
That's you.
No, it's not.
I mean, he's supposed to.
That
I
does
rolled a
it.
12.
All right.
Phew.
So the coordinates successfully go up. Now, I would like each and every single one of you to roll me a raw d20. Each and every single one of you.
Uh,
I got a solid 10, buddy.
Oh.
Oh
so what are
no.
those? I want to.
That's a 2 and a 10 and a 3 and a 12 and an 8.
Yeah.
Just
Hey
three
man,
failures.
the 10 is delightfully average in this. You
A 10 is
take
a
that
success.
disparaging tone off your.
No, no.
It's fine.
A 10's a success and a 12 is a success. But anything lower than a 10 is a failure.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but I didn't do that, so it's fine.
Same.
Who sucks? They suck. Moving on.
Hello, boss, we did it. Sal says there might be
What?
She left all her.
the connection's just gone.
Uranium.
A fantastic result.
Maybe we should back up.
Just like a second after you say that, Carta, you hear just this woof, and looking up, you can see there's this giant flaming meteor coming straight down toward just at you guys.
And then the life stream flows in
Eat.
and grabs
Nope.
it.
Nope.
No?
Cloud jumps up on top of your mech and leaps into the sky.
I'm gonna go ahead and say there's gonna need to be some maneuvering done, and I'm gonna start leaving.
The police have started firing, by the way. Most of them are not hitting, but every once in a while, like, one car blows up.
Oh, I thought you meant at the meteor.
No.
That's useless.
So,
I'm gonna be like, guys, we gotta move. We're about to get fucking.
yeah, I'm
wrecked."
gonna move at my very impressive speed of was it 6?
7.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just in the hangar bay looking over, like, what the
Yeah,
fuck is that?
let's cut back to Isaiah.
Okay.
Isaiah, it's a good point. I'm
Callie-
sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm with Isaiah.
Isaiah's 3 shouldn't count on our bad roll.
Oh, no,
Right.
no,
My 12
no, that
shouldn't count
counts.
either.
Everybody.
You're here.
So, Callie, you went with Isaiah.
I went with Isaiah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I missed that part. So what are you two doing? So you've come into the, like, you've
I
walked...
figured you might need help hacking something.
Yeah, you've walked into the very large airport doors. There are people scattering all over the place because everybody saw this, right? That there's like an attack coming. People are panicking and running. There's a couple of, like, you see businessmen running up and, like, demanding to be let through security, like, now to get on dropships. There's like a long TSA kind of line going on, and TSA agents are like whipping little scanners around people and then sending them through as fast as they possibly can.
I'm just gonna, walk through. I'm gonna
Me
be
too.
like, don't worry, we're Lancer pilots. We're here to help. And I'm
Yeah,
just gonna like.
you are
blast them
immediately
in front of-
stopped by like 3 heavily armed guards who come up and say, "Hey, back in the line."
But
Hey.
I'm in a mech.
Yeah, kill him, Callie. Murder
No.
him.
What?
I'm not gonna kill him.
There.
I don't blatantly kill people.
Fair.
Do the murder, lady.
I'll be like, hey, I'm just trying to help. I think I don't
That's
think
how you
guys
help?
understand what we're dealing with.
We are with Operation Outreach.
What is that?
We're a union. We're here to help you.
That name has been dragged through the mud.
Wait, I just said it.
We're
What?
union. We're here to help. We just need access to.
Oh, that's what I meant. We're union.
Same thing.
So, Callie, what are you doing?
Can I just want to, like, can I, like, hack into the gates and just open them all?
Oh yes, let's
So
get
then
people
everybody
trampled to
just-
death.
Yeah.
Idiots. Do it. Do
When
it.
you when you say gates, I'm picturing like a TSA security line where it's a bunch of ropes.
Oh, it's just a bunch of ropes?
Yeah, ropes are your
Why are
weakness.
people running through the ropes? What kind of, like...
It's
Okay,
your
fine then.
biggest
I think
weakness.
this is a legitimate strat for me. A good time for me to use lead inspire. I am going to incite a riot of
What?
people charging
That's such a
forward
terrible
over
choice.
all of the people.
Why
All
not
right.
inspire them to get the hell out of the way?
No,
instead?
you help.
you let him do his role,
Kelly Martin
Isaiah.
decided that I'm just doing it. There you go. I'm like,
Isaiah, tell me your speech.
these people don't get to decide if we live or die. They work for the man. Fuck these guys. Let's go.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I throw
I'm
a
down
chair.
for
I like throw a chair.
So you just hurl a chair into the air, and somebody else in the crowd goes, "Yeah, fuck these people!" And then there's just this crowd suddenly surges forward, and the guards will go, "Wait, what? No!" and just get paved over. And just everybody surges back. People are like making a wide berth around the very large mech standing there, but all of the guards are getting just shoved out of the way. There's like, you start hearing guns go off, just being fired up in the air as people are charging forward. And you guys go with the crowd and race past. You are now in farther back into the airport. This is a terminal area where people would normally be getting on to various planes and things. This being the future and more enlightened, everyone's already been security checked. So it's just kind of an open air sort of thing. There's a lot of drop ships and planes and things like that. There's some mech loading bays, but there are no mechs that you can see. But there are some signs that will lead to a like the printer station if you want to head that way, or there's drop ships you can head to.
Callie and say, let's go take one of these drop ships, go pick up our friends and leave, yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
But I think Karna's expecting us to come with the ship so we can throw this stuff at that thing.
That's fine. We can do that while we're leaving.
But dropships aren't that fast.
It's a spaceship. It's pretty fast.
Okay.
It's supposed to go into space. It's got to be able to escape gravitational pulls.
It's
Well,
not.
When I think of dropship, I think it's dropping from space. So
But
that
we
was my
have to be able
logic
to
there.
leave orbit.
It's
too.
still like
Or-
it's
yeah.
not designed to fly around in orbit, but there's shuttles if you want to go only in orbit.
I do not want to go only in orbit.
I don't want to do that.
And
either.
the damn shit.
Okay,
Get
we're
in the
getting
ship.
in the ship.
Can you hack this thing?
So do you guys want to grab one that's like already powered on but has people on it, or do you want to find one that is empty?
You son of a bitch.
How many extra seats are there? Is it fully loaded?
You haven't entered one to find out yet.
I'll keep my head in the first one I see. I just need what? 4
People are
extra
like
seats?
scattering the hell out of the way as this mech stomps up behind you. And
perfect.
Her mech's on the smaller side, isn't it?
it's
a little-
still very big.
Half. It's 1.5.
It's still pretty big.
Yeah,
It's still like a
bigger than
15-foot tall person and with guns. Also, it's a
Still
Horus
very-
mech,
and
so
it's
it looks like a Cthulhu monster walking up on you.
Yeah, it's also very gross looking, to be honest.
Weird little bug thing.
Just like if you look at it too long, you just start hearing whispering, and they're like, and have to
I
leave.
hear whispering all the time.
Wait, what?
Just heard that over the radio. Excuse me?
Callie hears whispering all the time.
That's.
What do we-
We'll circle back to that.
My neck talks.
Our tech's just taking notes. Circle back to that and that and that and.
Schedule
What do
so many
we-
meetings.
There's this thing looks like it seats 100 people. There's 20 people on it already.
Incredible. Yep, that's fine. We can. You know what? Operation Outreach. We can take some refugees. I'll say you need to leave. You know
Are
what?
they
I'm
hostages or
we're taking it.
refugees?
What do you
So,
mean? We're not holding them
All,
hostage.
all of these dropships are just for people, not pets.
Right, but we've got a mech printer.
This has mech slots. Yeah.
Can a mech fit into it?
Oh.
Dropships are multi-purpose. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay,
great. Let's
cool.
go. Fire this puppy up.
Sweet. I'm not a pilot.
No.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You literally are. Yeah, you can fly this thing.
I'm gonna
It's all
get the
joystick.
pilot seat.
You told
Oh,
Dimitri
right,
he's no longer the pilot, so I assume you're a pilot.
I guess that I'm a Lancer pilot. I could probably fly a dropship.
You
How
you
could
can do it
possibly be?
more or
I mean, I
less,
can-
right?
Yeah, I'll get behind the. I'll put on the captain's thing and be like, okay.
Okay, now
we're
we'll
leaving
point out,
right now.
There are people in the cockpit.
There's
He
people in
says
the
it over the
cockpit.
little.
Yeah,
intercom.
there's the pilot and the co-pilot are in the cockpit. So you open the door and they turn around and go, "What? Ah!"
Just keep commandeering this ship for Operation Outreach. You need to get the fuck out of here.
Do you
Or,
wanna
you know,
s-
you could just drive the ship for us.
Do we have to get off?
No, just get in the seats.
Do you know how to fly this
Yeah.
thing?
Yep,
How about he co-pilot?
Are you sure?
fine. The pilot can stay up here. I'm telling him where to go, though. I don't give a shit.
Okay,
I just wanna
do you
get
want me?
this
You
movie rolling.
the person with
What?
Are you gonna hurt me?
No.
Okay. What are we doing?
Flying over that way, and I'll point wherever the assholes in the mechs went.
Okay, hold. Jim, get the hell out of the cockpit. I never liked you. You can come sit down.
Cool. I'm gonna sit down on the helmet, and I'll say, Callie, keep the peace out there. You know, make sure nobody gets burned up when we take off.
Okay.
So, Callie, you didn't go into a mech slot. You went in on yours?
Oh yeah, I guess that's.
You can. You just very scrunched.
Callie,
What? Oh, I'm.
did you go into the ship or did you just mount up outside?
I'm very squunched in this ship.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, people are like scooting past you, just terrified.
It's fine. I sat on the ground.
Holding up the whole aisle. They're climbing up the seats.
They're already in the back of the ship, they said.
Well, yeah, but like presumably everybody else is like still waiting outside, being like, "Can we get on? What's happening?
Yeah,
Should we get on?"
everybody get on.
I feel like them getting
go.
on's a poor choice. You should not
You guys
command
all
that.
have-
No,
So
we're
people
not
immediately
wait.
just start flooding onto the ship and start just clambering over Callie to get to their seats.
Okay, I'm not gonna just leave a bunch of people to die, especially
You're
if we
gonna
had a
leave
blast
us to
with
die.
it.
You're gonna
I know.
deliver them to their death directly.
First of all, he's in the cockpit, so I don't know how
Weren't
he's
you talking
telling
about
me.
No,
augering
that's
that
a
thing?
good
Cockpit
into
doors
the-
open.
into the entity? What do you?
Nope, not on stream. I wasn't. You have no evidence to support your claims. Anyway, let's go. Close the doors. We're taking off.
Okay, so like
Alright.
50 more people cram themselves onto the ship.
So there's still 30 seats.
There's still like 30
Still
30 seats, and all of the mech bays. There are 6 mech bays available, and they are all open.
Cool.
Sweet.
So you guys fly over and take off, and as soon as you like lift up and head out, you like and start moving forward, Isaiah, you can see just out the front of the ship, barreling toward the edge of the city, is this giant flaming meteor descending down.
I'm gonna radio back to Callie and say, I guess the giant monster can summon meteors from space, so we really need to get going.
That seems like
The pilot goes, "Giant monster."
Shut up. Shut up and fly.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you, Jesus Christ.
I have a family. They're in the ship.
Oh, I'm happy to hear
Oh,
that
no.
you're
Wait, I thought you
Are
chased
they?
everybody off the ship.
no, we
No, we
didn't.
did
No, they
not.
chased people onto the ship.
They called in extra people.
Oh god.
Yeah.
extra. It's extra meat for the machine. Let's go.
What? What was that?
Nothing.
I'm gonna die.
We're gonna
Okay,
go
so-
fly out to my. Do you see those mechs over there on the outskirts of town?
Which with the police or the other ones?
The bigger ones that look cooler and a little more fucked up.
The ones that
We
are
gotta
on
go pick
fire?
Yeah, we gotta go pick those guys up.
Oh, okay. Isn't that
Let's
under
go.
the giant flaming meteor?
Shut up, Jesus. Let's go.
Okay, yes, sir.
But yes, though.
But yes.
But yes.
So.
I'll get on the radio and be like, hey, Artak, Karna, Knuckle, coming to pick you up.
Really? Where'd you get a dropship?
I commandeered one. We're Union, remember?
Ooh,
You're
okay.
Union?
You don't have any like innocent civilians with you though, do you? Because that'd be a real downer.
Why? We're
So,
saving people. We're leaving. Let's go.
You're only saving like 10 people. What's going on?
There's 80. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm gonna kick him from the call and be like, okay, guys, be ready for extraction. And I'm gonna tell him to fly over.
is he able, like, can he beat the meteor to us?
Oh yeah, it takes him like 5 minutes to get there. Like, or not 5 minutes. I'm sorry. 2 minutes to get there. Now that I'm thinking about times. Yeah, it's very
And-
quick.
And we've got the meteors coming down slower than that?
You guys have, let's say, about 3 minutes before both the cars get here and the meteor hits, and it's definitely gonna hit like where you guys are standing.
We timed
Let's-
that perfectly.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, so while the ship is approaching, Artak's trying to like coordinate all the people defending the town to like retreat, like away.
You'll notice that none of the police forces are moving. They are all still standing there, still firing, and the one guy with his like red face still just shouting into the microphone.
Yeah, that's. I want to start yelling at him to like pull his men back. Like, do they not see the thing?
We're all gonna die.
He says, "You're not the boss of us. We're gonna stay here and fight and save this town."
You're gonna
I mean,
die.
Sure try.
That's probably not even real. Just keep shouting.
All right. Well,
It's weird because we've been saying the police aren't real the whole time, and now the police are saying that's not real.
Can I roll a thing? Can I roll a thing?
What are you trying to do?
I want to just like. Well, I'm in a mech, so I can't just like slap this guy.
You have manipulators,
You
right?
can.
No, they broke.
You have broken manipulators, right?
Yeah, you can stab him with some jagged metal.
I could just pick him up, I guess.
You don't,
I want to.
you don't have manipulators though.
With my big hand, just his entire self. I want to take control of this situation and steal his walkie-talkie from him in order to retreat myself.
I would say you could hack through that if you want to try and hack and fix over his comms.
No, I wanted to use force, violence, presence of will, or direct action to take control of something.
Okay, then in order to do that, you would just need to like shout at him, right?
Yeah, but I want to literally like, just pick him up with my big mech.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And
He's
yeah.
he's like, you do that, and he's still holding onto the radio, going,
just call the retreat now. And
Okay.
then, do you want me to roll that?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And I'll give you an accuracy for that because this is extremely scary.
Thank you. God.
An accuracy's not gonna help that 3.
I rolled a 1. I have 2 and take control. Well,
And
Okay.
he just looks at you and goes, "I'd rather die."
it's his
Suit
choice.
yourself.
Your prerogatives.
The ship has landed and is now allowing boarding.
Okay, I'm
Damn it.
gonna go on.
I
I
see that he is trying to make use of that walkie-talkie thing, and I'm just gonna pull out my Omni Hook and hacker fix that myself.
Okay, let's see a roll.
I'm
You-
not any better at
You
it.
will not be hacker fixing.
oh my God.
The police network is too good for you.
Yeah, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad. Bye.
Artek gets on the ship.
Hey, thank you, Alice, for that raid. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
All right, so everybody gets on board. The mechs dock up onto the dropship.
Very frustrated.
And then I'm gonna say thank you everybody for flying air, not dying today. We are going to we're gonna go board a ship up in orbit. Bye.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Hold on. Let's just get far enough away so we're safe from the meteor and see what the situation is after it hits.
I'm just imagining
Yes.
Callie's giant mech just doing like the stewardess presentation, the flight
Exits.
attendant, like over there or over there. Or
I'm sorry. We're gonna go off at the distance, and all these people are gonna watch as a meteor comes down from the sky.
If you look out the left
So-
side, you can.
It'll keep
You
them
can
un-
see a
under
tactical
control.
nuke.
Your friends and family are exploding right over here. If you
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This hot,
It seems
hot
like a-
doom is.
so where are you guys going?
I
Away.
would like to leave.
I mean, no one is in the cockpit except for Isaiah.
Isaiah's driving.
Right.
But I
okay,
would like to-
first let's get into the blast radius. I agree.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
I'll be like, fly back to the airport, do not land. Okay? Is that fine?
If the rest of you want, I will say that these drop ships have a feature where you can dismount from your mech to get inside the drop ship. You can exit your mech into the drop ship as a like oh, I'm going to get out of my car and be in the nice train car, and then when I'm ready to disembark, I just get back in my mech.
I'm gonna stay in the mech while we're still in like the immediate explosion area for now.
Just so everybody knows, for dropships, if I haven't described it before, I think I have, but just in case, I'm picturing like an oblong, like rectangular thing with there being 3 like alcoves on each side, and so the mechs come and crank themselves into an alcove, and that's where, so it's just strapped to the outside of the mech, because these things can survive vacuum and everything. So there are just mechs strapped to the exterior of this dropship, but it is hooked up enough that you are now operating on the ship's life support and everything, and can then disembark in an airlock if you want.
Is this the same kind of dropship that we were using?
Kind of. This one looks a little more pedestrian.
Like bigger, right? But
That's cool.
okay, so we do need a dropship. Right?
This one's approximately the same size. It's just not as military and more citizen.
Right. But so our dropship is just yeeted from space, correct?
It's about to hit. Yeah.
So we need this. So why would we stick around to let it get destroyed with all the other dropships?
No, pull it back.
Just leave.
Yeah.
Right. We've already decided to pull it back.
Yes, just pull it back for now and let's see what happens.
And I already told the guy to pull it back.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have flown over to the airport. And once you get there, over in the distance, you see this giant thing just BAM into the ground, and this massive cloud of fire and dust rolls up. You see like one police mech just like rolling along the fire explosion until it gets consumed and incinerated. And like the front like mile or 2 of the city in that area gets completely incinerated. But you also see a huge line of exploding cars all go up at once. So the cars are all dealt with.
We did it!
Okay, so here's a
We
fun
can leave
fact.
now.
We wanted to save as many people on this planet, and we just polluted the fucking sky with dirt and debris on a farm planet, where so now the sun can't get through.
They can fix that. They're really good at fixing that.
Yeah, look.
I mean, they've got terraforming techniques. They could just get rid of it. It's fine. They can take care of it.
We saved everybody.
Wait, can we see the monster?
I was gonna say, are we
not
gonna
yet.
have like a drag, there's gonna be the dust, and we're gonna think we got him, and then we just see like the shadow of the monster appear. Dragon Ball Z villain.
You thought that would hurt me.
There's nothing yet.
Cool. So we got it. Let's not even make sure. Let's just go.
Surely the explosion that we survived, the monster died too.
Well, we weren't in the middle.
We
of
weren't in the explosion.
Bring us over to the.
You want to go to ground zero of this with all of these citizens on our ship?
Up above it.
I'll be like, fly over
we're just
ground zero, boss.
We're just doing a flyby. As like on your
Sorry, I
left,
think
you'll
that,
see.
Hey, what's your name, man? And I'll like reach over and be like, I'm Isaiah.
Just to the pilot.
Yeah.
My name is Jasper.
It's a good name, man. I'm happy that your wife and children are safe on the ship. So let's fly over to ground zero.
What?
And don't.
I don't think.
I'm not gonna lie. That sentence had a lot of whiplash in it.
I'm not in control of this situation anymore. I've got 3 people on the outside that are telling me what to do, and I'm gonna go with them because it's a democracy. So we're flying over to ground zero.
Oh, okay. Where the explosion just was.
Yeah, man.
We just really want some radiation. Need to get.
Okay.
It's not gonna be any radiation.
Now, I'm sure you heard me. I wanted to leave the planet, okay? So I'm on your side here, Jasper, okay? I'm of the people for the people.
All right. No, you seem not the worst hijacker I've ever heard of.
Hey, commandeer, okay? I didn't hijack anything.
No,
okay?
yeah, those are synonyms, but okay. Let's drive over to the ground. Here we go. And he pilots over and like kind of hovers over above ground zero. And you can see dust clearing and things, but there's like things are on fire. The ground is just smote. It's bad.
What do you guys see out there?
I don't know. What do we see out
What
there?
do we see?
In the distance, off.
Oh, no.
Off in the distance, and it's pretty late, like it, because it was in the morning. At this point, after all this has happened, I'm gonna say it's like noonish. It's late morning. You guys have reached noon, so it's like bright daylight coming through
Lunchtime.
the cloud. There are sunbeams coming through the big dust clouds, and through the dust off in the distance, there is this hulking mass, probably miles wide. This incredibly giant thing, and there are very distinct, there are 7 huge long necks reaching up out of it with these huge heads on top, just sort of swaying back and forth, and it's silhouetted through the dust. It's still so far away you can't really see it, but with your sensors you can detect there are more cars in front of it, and they appear to be lashed to the thing with ropes, dragging it along the ground.
I'm gonna say we're gonna need a bigger boat and like elbow Jasper.
This is a ship. It's not a boat. It goes in the air.
Weren't you just teaching me about synonyms, jackass?
Got him.
Just kidding, you're a great guy. Let's get
Get
the fuck
his
out of here.
ass.
Thank you.
Wait,
How
we
tall
can't.
is this silhouette?
Oh, like skyscraper sized.
Okay, if we're
Oh.
talking about
Skyscrapers.
Joan Smithy, we're talking about Joan Smithy's mega wheat.
Compared to wheat, yeah.
Compared to the mega wheat, how big is this?
Hold on.
100 meters was the mega wheat, I believe. So like, is that
He
like
was looking for
200?
something to be larger than.
I was saying 100 feet because and this is the future,
Okay.
and that's taken over instead of metric for some reason.
America, fuck yeah. That's right.
This is like we're looking at like 2,000 feet.
Hey guys, we have to leave. We can't compete with that.
Are you sure? We need to drop like that fertilizer can on it, don't we?
We should try that.
How big is the fucking
I
can?
know.
We should just, I mean,
Ah.
it doesn't hurt. It can't hurt.
This big?
We've got
One
2
fucking
liters
It's
of
like-
fertilizer.
It's like 2 liters or something. It's moderately large.
We got
Got a
10
lot of calories.
fertilizer versus.
I
It
could
can't-
probably
it can't
take out.
hurt.
I could probably take one ahead.
Okay, I don't believe that. But
So,
if you want to leave, that's
What about?
fine. I'll
let's-
miss.
How about this? How about this? We'll go up pretty far, high enough where we feel it can't even get to us. Drop the
Space.
canister.
Yeah, space.
Drop the canister on it. See what happens. Then we'll get out of our mechs and set them to self-destruct, and then drop them on it.
I will point out also, as a fun thing that you may not have realized, you're all looking at it dead on.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Is it
But-
looking at us?
There's no mirrors involved here.
We can
Right,
see
right.
it now.
And
It's made his presence known.
I've got to run to the restroom, so I'll be right back. You guys discuss what you're gonna do and let me
no.
know.
Okay, so
Okay.
I
I'm gonna do that
like.
too, though.
Okay, I like the idea of flying into orbit. I really do like that idea. I don't think the canister will survive the drop through the atmosphere.
Well,
I don't.
I mean, yeah,
Well, we're not gonna go that high. Like 2,000 feet is not very high.
Right. I know. I'm
So-
fully aware of what you're saying,
But
but
don't we know that this thing can stretch? Like, we don't know how
don't know to
far
what
it can
extent.
stretch. Yeah.
right. So I don't want to get anywhere closer to that thing than we are now. Personally, I think horizon silhouette distance is perfect.
Hmm.
So maybe.
Can we attach it to a drone?
But it's being
Yeah.
dragged. But it's being dragged. I mean, yeah, we could try that, but
Can we
it's
just
being
attach-
dragged by the cars, so it doesn't seem mobile.
That's true.
Fair. So we can. Okay. I mean, if you guys outvote, I really don't care anymore. I just am not leaving the ship because I have no means of defending myself against
I don't
something
think
that
we
large.
have to leave the ship. I just gotta, lean out the side and drop a
Right.
canister.
Because one thing that is known of spaceships is they have windows that open.
That has doors that open.
It has a fucking. It's
Can
a
somebody-
ship that people
somebody
get
can-
onto. It has doors that open.
Yeah.
Somebody can just climb into their mech and drop it out of the cockpit.
I'm
Right.
in my mech.
Right,
The-
but your mech
the
is inside the ship.
interior of the ship connects to the interior of the mechs so that you can get in and out without exposing yourself to vacuum. So,
We
I
wouldn't
mean-
be able to.
Just hand it to our tech. I'll drop it.
I have it, and I'm capable of dropping it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, Kelly can drop it.
well, then, just
Open the
huck it
open,
at the
just,
stun gun.
just pop the airlock and drop
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Pop the airlock and drop it.
I don't think
Pop
dropping
it,
the thing
fuck
is
it,
a
and
problem.
drop
Yeah, you pop it and drop it. It's a classic pop and drop.
It's a popper dropper locker.
Right out of the
Drop, drop,
handbook,
drop.
page 47.
That's right. It's in the rule books, I think.
I am
Rocky Top
returned.
drop.
What have we decided?
Pop
We're
and
gonna
drop.
Locky
pop and
pop
drop
drop.
it.
I don't
So-
know what that means.
We're gonna open the airlock, I guess, and we're just gonna drop the tiny little puny, minuscule, completely
It's
useless
not
canister onto it.
tiny.
We gotta.
It's-
It's like.
It's a very potent serum, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like it's concentrate. You know.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of gallons of. You add water to it.
Oh yeah,
and-
you dilute it.
Well,
Yeah.
we should have done that
yeah.
earlier.
No, it's
Oh, we should have
undiluted.
put it in the water.
I
What?
wanted to put it in
Why?
This
Spray.
whole
Instead of
town
the
would be overrun.
Instead of the other shit they were gonna
Oh,
put in
we
the water.
should have put it in the water. Then the irrigation for the farmland kicks on
Right.
and just sprays the thing,
And
and it's
then-
like, oh no!
And then we actually kill the planet by
Yeah, but-
summoning millions of bugs to eat
Yeah.
all of
No.
their crops.
Yeah. No.
Genius.
So,
I can kill all
That
the
was
bugs
terrible.
with my gun.
It was bad.
Sniper.
Yeah,
you
because
were-
fighting
you
the
were-
bugs has gone great so far.
I mean, it went pretty well.
Yeah.
But
It was
anyway, Sniper, you said that the thing is being dragged by the cars, right?
Yes.
So it's not mobile by itself, or at least
Sure.
that's how it appears.
It would appear that way.
So I mean, we can drop the canister, see what happens. If that doesn't work, we can drop our mechs and have them self-destruct and possibly destroy it or the cars dragging it, and then it'll be stuck.
And then we fly away.
I guess.
Leave forever.
I don't
I mean-
want to commit to anything.
We can go up to like 4,000 feet, drop the thing.
Yeah.
Drop the mechs. I'm gonna ask Jasper, would we have to like depressurize the cabin? 4,000 feet's not that high, right? I mean, I'm
No.
above 4,000 feet right now.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Real life.
It'll be
Wow.
fine.
But you're on
Yeah.
the ground,
It'll be a little
So I
windy.
am on the ground.
not 4,000 feet in the air.
It'll be a little
Right.
windy.
What is our
I'm
current
going to say,
prediction?
in general, if you want to drop something on it, it'd be relatively easy for one of you to get into your mech, holding it, and then feed it through a slot in your mech, and then have your mech drop it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Callie's gonna do it.
let's do it.
Great.
This is gonna be so anticlimactic, but let's
No
go.
kidding. No kidding.
Why?
It's like, all this arguing for something that's
Great.
probably not
I
gonna work.
did it. What happened?
I'm not. I'm
We're not-
saying
we
it
haven't-
won't work.
I don't think have we gotten to above it yet? I don't.
So is this
Okay.
is the plan, though? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
Plan
the
number
plan.
1: drop the thing.
You fly over. You're heading
do the
toward
pop
it.
and lock and maneuver. We're locking on. We're popping the canister. We're dropping it.
As you get closer, you see it come more into view. It is this huge, fleshy, giant sack that has these 7 long, sinewy necks growing up out of it. These jaws on their heads at the end of each neck, and the jaws hang just like untethered by just waving back and forth as they sway, and the jaws just sway with this black, horrible throat behind it, and then the just huge, massive teeth, blood stained with just black and rusty red dirt and blood, and there are, where eyes should be, just sunken deep black holes.
Yeah,
Um,
Jasper, keep flying that way. right, right towards that thing.
Jasper's just going, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Remember, not my call, buddy.
Mm.
Not my-
It's not helping. It's not helping.
Hey, man. Just think about your children not able to. They can't see this thing, right? Like they can't see this thing right now. People in the back.
Unless
don't-
you bank
forget-
left.
We haven't even established that they're actually in the back. Maybe he just works at the airport, so he happened to be there.
I wasn't even supposed to be here today. He.
It's your day off, Hub.
So you hear Jasper say, I don't want, I don't, I
No.
I-
What?
Oh my Lanta.
and he lets go of the wheel and just starts holding his head.
What the fuck?
He goes, I don't.
Where's
Here's
the
what I'm
ejection
gonna-
button?
Callie, in the back of the plane, you can see this same thing happening to basically everybody in the back. Everybody in the back is suddenly going, oh,
Hurry up and kill it.
yeah, oh, and just
I
holding
opened the
their
door.
heads. Of the plane?
Yes.
Hmm.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh,
What else
no.
are we gonna do?
Are we
Okay.
still-
Callie, so Callie opens the doors, and suddenly there is just this massive air current of the whipping through. One person who had definitely not strapped in is now holding desperately onto his seat.
Okay, do they look like they're still holding their heads?
No, they're holding onto the seat.
Yeah, let's
So
get
now
the
I'm just
knives out.
hearing alarms up in the
They let
cockpit.
go and just whip toward the door.
This is a terrible.
Callie, what do you do?
To have done.
How many are gone?
What?
Like three adults go whipping out
Fine, I
into the
got
air.
What? Oh wait, how do they get out the door if you're at the door?
They
You're meant to be
flew.
strong.
There's suction above her.
I opened the doors.
All of them?
Yes, I
Oh.
opened the doors.
Okay. Thought you
Why
just-
don't we have somebody
I mean,
drop it from their
it's-
mech outside of the ship already?
So yeah, you
That was
see
the plan
people
to drop it?
screaming
I
and
don't know.
plummeting to their death. The giant head just reaches out and grabs them out of the air and just swallows
oh
them
my
all.
God.
He
Oh,
was
I've got
already
an
in-
idea.
Oh,
Why don't
man.
we kill? Why don't we kill 7 people, put 1/7 of the thing in each of their stomachs, and then
No.
throw them off of the fucking plane? Because there's 7
No.
heads.
No.
Each head gets 1.
One dose of fertilizer.
Or I could just
All the
be like,
so
"Here,
all the
hold this."
people, all the people in the ship sit up at once in unison,
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
Sure.
freaking hive mind, guys.
and they stare at you, and then all of their mouths open.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up on whatever steering thing there is. I'm pulling straight up, like I'm getting us out of here best
What?
I can.
These things are on the ship. We cannot let them out of orbit, dude.
Yeah, we have to land somewhere and kick them out.
All of them in
I am trying to
unison.
kick them out. You guys are being.
Well, you know.
No,
Hold on, hold
Just
on.
let people on the
Not from
ship.
the air.
Just have
Not
people
from
on the ship. It's fine.
All of the people on the plane in unison just start saying, "You brought the ship, as
Oh,
you
yes,
were
We brought
told."
the- yeah, yep, we brought the ship. Yep.
Yep, I told you.
Land it.
I start pushing them out.
Are you just pushing humans out of the ship?
They're not human beings anymore.
We don't know if it's a range-based thing. Like, if we get them far enough away, they're okay. We're just throwing them over.
Well, then
Well-
start flying away.
Land the ship.
What is he saying? I'm sorry.
He's saying land the ship.
Land the ship.
No.
Oh, man.
No,
So we're
I'm not.
okay. just to
Commence
check,
operation and drop that fucking thing on it and let's
Okay.
leave.
I'm just checking. We 5 are
Jesus.
completely unaffected.
Yep.
So they're probably compromised.
Yeah. I
Okay,
told you.
guys. Let's just throw the thing at it. That's definitely not going to work. Fly back to the airport, drop this ship off, go get a different one, and leave.
Yeah, that sounds
Swap
good to
it out.
me.
Yeah, just swap it out.
Yeah, we didn't like this one. It creeped us out a little bit. We're gonna.
Test drive a different ship.
It has worms.
It does. It has something.
Actually, yeah. Yep. So let's do that.
Yeah, let's get above and drop it and then go back.
Oh my Lanta.
We
What are
have
these,
to it.
what's the hive mind doing now?
Yeah.
They're
are we
all just
above it?
staring at you. Just
They're talking to us.
Are we above the thing?
yeah, if you want to toss it out.
Yes,
The door in the back
drop
is
it.
still open. People are like straining against their fonts.
Yeah. Just drop the thing
Just
and
so
close
we-
the doors.
Are
Okay, I
we-
dropped
wait,
the
wait,
thing.
are
Are
we
we
above
above it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drop it. I open it and I drop it. No, I don't open it. I drop it.
Yeah, and then close the doors.
I
Open
close
the
the door.
canister, toss it on the bastard. Let's
And I
go.
close the door. And then really, what happens?
Okay,
takes care
so
of
it's
that.
But I
it's
care about this hive mind on the
It
ship, okay?
explodes.
the end. You win. No, the little thing is falling down, right? So what are you guys doing now?
I'm flying away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
back to the
leaving
town or just
place.
away?
Wait,
Back to
Back
the town.
not-
I
Well, they
guess.
gotta go
what?
back.
We need to get a different ship.
We need another ship.
He told us to land the ship, so we're just gonna listen to him?
Not near him.
Yeah,
We're
he
gonna land
wants-
all the way
If
back.
if
to
you
town.
recall, last session he demanded the monster demanded that you bring him a ship.
bring him a ship.
Yeah,
So
we're
we're
not
flying out. We're teasing him a little bit. You know?
Sure.
Yeah, this is all
Play-
foreplay.
Playing hard to get.
Yep.
Giving us some.
Okay.
Okay,
giving
so
us a gift.
so you guys start to fly away, and you hear like everybody on the ship just starts screaming,
Fuck.
and just goes, "Bring the ship! Bring the ship!"
Guys,
Listen, we
I
wouldn't
have a
open the gate.
situation.
We're not gonna bring the ship.
Maybe 10 seconds later, everybody on the ship just sits there and goes, and everybody throws up at once.
Oh,
Man, I'm glad I'm in my mech.
yeah, me too.
And everybody sits back up, and like everybody, like all the other people are like, like,
Jasper, what the fuck? I just bought these shoes.
what? Oh God! And he just grabs the wheel. He's like, "Ah!"
Okay, so I'm assuming that you and your whole family are infected with some sort of hive mind.
I'm not infected. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay, I want you to look at. Do you remember about how long the flight timer was when we approached the giant monster?
No, because there's people taking over the ship, and I've been very scared.
You're a terrible pilot. You just keep track of this shit.
There's a giant monster outside.
Yeah, and you're like,
Wah.
whatever. Let's just fly back to town. You.
Okay, and he just like this whole ship goes like, and just turns around. Suddenly, Isaiah, you hear beep 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 in the cockpit. And he's there's a thing. We have there's a thing coming.
Hey, I need you to. What's going on?
Something's gonna hit us.
Oh, fuck.
What is a thing?
What's something? Is it like?
What do I do?
Avoid being hit by it?
Evasive maneuvers.
I'll get on the comms and be like, everybody, put your head between your knees. And
Sorry, that's the wrong.
Bye.
It's the wrong symbol. So he goes, and the whole ship just veers suddenly downward, and out the window you guys see this big glob of green smoking liquid come flying past the ship.
Man.
Hey guys, I don't think your fertilizer worked. We should probably leave. That was our one out, right?
I mean, it was a thing we could have done. Just make it happen. Let's get the F out of here and stuff.
Okay, so all votes for leaving this shithole place.
Oh yeah.
I
live here. I don't want to
No,
go.
I don't
don't
care who
need to
you
vote.
are.
Okay.
a mushmouth.
I'm not using it. No.
Okay, Jasper, fly us up into orbit, brother.
Into where?
We have a
No,
ship
we
in
just-
orbit.
Okay, that's good. We'll do that.
No, we can't take them with us.
Why?
Because
they have mealy mouth worm people in their heads.
Have you
They-
ever?
Didn't they throw him up?
I don't feel like I have a worm person in my head.
Don't listen to them.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't-
what worm people say.
Does
They don't
anybody
care
have a
about-
mirror?
Jasper,
I
they don't
have a
care
mirror.
about you.
What does he look like in the mirror?
Well, Callie, you're not in the cockpit.
Is there a mirror in the cockpit?
Well, the other.
I am
No.
sitting right next to the cockpit.
I mean, you could look at the other people in the ship too.
Sure, I'm gonna look at the other people. With my
Everybody looks normal in the mirror.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I am 100% sure.
He's
Mm.
the
So it was just a
DM.
prox-
He
it was
gets
just
to
a
say if he's
proximity
sure.
thing.
And so are you. That everybody looks.
And I am a player, so I get to ask if he's sure.
Okay. Yeah. So just take us up. We're gonna. You don't have any other loved ones on the planet, right, Jasper?
Well, I have an uncle that lives on the other side.
Oh, then
Mm.
you know
Is it-
Jones.
is
You know
it
Jones
Jones
Minty?
No, but have you ever been to Stockville? It's great. They grow corn.
That's incredible. I need you to fly me to the moon.
What?
Hi.
Fly me to the moon.
We're not
I-
allowed to
I
go
knew
to the
that was gonna
moon.
happen. Okay, then just take me to
Let
my ship.
me sit
Nope, that's
above the
copyrighted. Stop it. No, well, to the ship? Okay, where is your ship?
I don't know if that was copyrighted, honestly.
Just fly out into orbit and we'll find the ship.
Okay. That's not really how flight plans usually work, but sure.
How about
Does
we
any
contact
of
our
this seem
ship?
planned to you?
So he flies you up into orbit. And
While
once
we're
you're
flying, somebody can hail Dimitri.
Yeah, once you reach orbit, there's the ping from the Steve, and all of you crackle to life, and you hear Dimitri say, "Hello, you're in space. That's amazing."
Hey,
How's
Dimitri,
Tosh?
we
Hey,
Oh, Taj is
buddy.
great. He's right here.
Give me a satellite, whatever view of that place with the multi-headed demon thing, where we dropped that ship.
Well, we
I thought
don't
they don't have
really have
imaging.
satellite view. There's some sort of interference. You hear
Oh,
Tosh come
boy.
on. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey Tosh, not right now, buddy.
Things are weird here. Are you guys coming back? You guys have been down there a while. We're kind of bored.
What,
Oh
what's
my
you said?
God.
It's weird. What's weird?
Yeah, what's weird?
Which part?
You said Dimitri was being weird.
Oh,
And Dimitri
no.
said, "You're being
no,
weird."
I didn't. Dimitri goes, you said what?
They're in the same room.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're all at the call.
You're both strange.
Hey, anyway, we're landing a dropship, so open her up.
Oh, you found a dropship. That's amazing. Fantastic. Yes,
What?
we'll open the docking
See
procedures.
us, right? You can see us right now.
No,
You
no.
didn't find a dropship. You dropped it. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm
Yeah,
super
yeah.
nervous.
We repaired the one you dropped. Pretty crazy shit.
Transmit your coordinates. We'll find you.
Okay, I'll tell Jasper to transmit our coordinates.
Great. I see it. It's just gonna be maybe 15 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna go talk to Tosh. Click.
Oh God.
God damn it. Those guys, I think we need to kick them off. We need to kick one of them off the council.
Wow.
They're,
They're both weird.
they're really petty.
I have a question.
In character?
No, out of character. When we were like going to like hit the ground because of all the shit that was happening, there's like a green liquid that rushed by. What was that? I don't.
It was a projectile probably fired from the giant monster.
It came, from
Yeah,
the
that's-
monster's direction toward you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay. So the canister definitely did not work. Good to know.
Not yet.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
Like, it's extended release.
There's like 8 bugs probably came over. The monster just stomped on them.
Or mind controlled them and turned them
Now,
into
right now,
a
there's
boss.
just bugs.
We just
You know-
added to its army.
Now once we get to the ship, what we could do is we could still
Fly to the
Dump.
blink gate, leave?
No,
yeah.
no. Dump our mechs and have them set to self-destruct. So not only will the reactors go off, but the mass of the.
Let me have
Um,
all of you make a spot check.
Okay.
Oh goody.
I don't want to nuke the planet.
I mean, it's fucked already.
We're gonna
Right,
we're gonna
so-
hack the planet, son.
We can just leave.
13 for our attack.
11.
Pretty
Nice.
sure I don't have any triggers for that. Unless investigate counts.
I feel like every time we roll a spot check, Knackle fails and everybody else succeeds.
Nah,
I fail them.
Hey,
I fail them
Hey,
first time.
if investigate counts,
Nice.
I pass.
Investigate is a separate thing. Spot and then spot. They're two different things.
Research a subject or study something in great
Spot is a
detail.
separate skill. So, everybody who rolled over a 10, which is everybody but Knackle, you noticed that as soon as you dropped that canister out, about 10 seconds later, everybody stopped repeating what the monster was saying.
Hmm.
I would be like, hey,
I
Knackle,
mean,
You
I
notice
didn't
that
need
after
a
we dropped
roll to
that,
notice that.
about 10 seconds later, everybody stopped copying it. So, Knuckle, I have now filled you in on what you missed. There you go, buddy.
Well, that's great, but that just means the monster is busy doing something else other than psychically broadcasting his will to these meat puppets.
Okay,
Maybe.
let's.
I
Okay,
don't know what that means.
I know what it means. So,
Means we killed it.
yep,
Good
that
job,
means
everyone.
it's
No.
dead. We do. Like I said,
Your spot check
No
also tells
body,
you
no
later
crime.
it fired green shit at you. So
let's I think there's a blink gate in this system. I think we should take advantage of that. Leave all these refugees at the blink gate. Like they can figure out what the fuck they want to do from there. If they want to go back to their Agraria, they can do that, and we can leave.
Mhm.
And we're just gonna leave that thing down there to
What?
kill everyone on the planet?
Or we
Maybe
can
we-
go down there and die with everyone on the planet.
Maybe we can make more of that stuff.
Are you a chemist?
No, but we could hack some chemistry
Okay.
machines.
I'm gonna go real petty right here. I'm gonna go over to the comms and say, do we have any biochemists on board the ship?
like 12 of them raise their hands.
No, that's
Because-
great. That's great. I need you to reverse engineer some blue goop that makes bugs horny.
Sure.
We just dropped all of
Sure.
them.
Do you have a sample?
Oh my god.
Oh shit, we
I have-
just
Can I see if I have a trace sample?
it's like maybe I'll turn out to be completely wrong, like a dickhead. That's fine.
Tynanator just being sarcastic as hell. So funny to me.
Can I see if there's a trace sample somewhere?
Oh luck.
Yeah, give me a let's see. Give me a spot check.
Give me a
spot check.
pulling something
Okay.
out of your ass roll. 'cause-
22. I found a lot.
You fucking nat 20'd it.
I'm gonna let her do that.
Tito. Hey, as long as I'm not making the check, everything's fine.
Callie, you threw it out of the ship, right?
Yeah, but I put it in my mech and I shot it out.
Yeah, so you looking around for like trace bits of it, you see there is like a little because when you fired it, the canister cracked a little bit, and there are some trace bits at the edge of your mech where it went.
Great. I put it somewhere so I can give it to him.
Great,
And
great.
I said, does anybody have any? I said, yeah.
Holy shit, I've never been happier to be wrong, I guess. Okay, go give it to the biochemist. Let's see what they can do with it. Oh, sorry. Here, since it seems to like summon things we need, do we have any biochemistry labs on the ship? Anybody have tools?
I brought my portable kit with me.
No, I mean, when we go back to the ship, we could, if we don't have the equipment, we
Okay,
could
great.
possibly
Let's
print it.
go to the ship, and then we can go to the moon and kill the biome.
Well,
No,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
thought we were gonna.
Somebody in the back goes, "You want to kill what?"
I
Yeah,
want
we're
to
just
kill
gonna.
the giant worm. I nicknamed it the biome because it's so big.
But my grandma lives in Cornville, and
I thought it was called Stockville.
Cornville's a different town.
There's a lot of
That was
I don't
his
think
uncle lived in
you know
Stockville.
who
His
that
grandma
is.
lives in Cornville.
He said in Cornville, in Stockville, they grow corn, and there's also a Cornville.
Or they popcorn or something. I don't know.
Look, it's a
They
big
grow
planet.
turnips.
There's a lot of corn.
Cornville's like a retirement location. It's by the beach.
Oh my gosh. All right. So what are we doing now?
We're flying back to our ship to reverse engineer this corny bug mixture.
Science montage.
Science, bitches.
Yeah, these biochemists will be very motivated to
Because
do
they
this
don't want-
properly.
Fix
They don't
this,
want
or
us
we'll
to
kill
talk
your
about
grandma.
Yeah.
Here, I'll roll a lead inspire check to explain
good,
that
no.
their world is doomed if they fail.
Yeah.
Here
This
you
is
go.
suddenly
Holy
too
shit.
real.
Did it.
I rolled a 25.
Everybody is extremely they if they hadn't already been ready to go based on the giant mech in front of them, then yeah.
I'll say attention all Stardust Crusaders.
So you guys dock back with your ship, and the scientists everybody disembarks. Sal is there, and just says, "Hey, you made it!
Sal, we got you a new dropship.
Oh, that's fantastic. It doesn't look like it's really standard.
You can modify it. You're smart.
I have permission to do that.
Yeah, it's ours now. We commandeered it. It's
She just immediately starts pulling parts out of like an engine.
not yet.
We're gonna need that.
Yeah, we're gonna need it soon.
I mean, we're gonna
What?
use it here in a
I'll
minute.
put
You
it
can have
back.
work
When do you
done.
need it? In like a week?
You know what? Actually,
Give it like
low-key,
10 hours.
We don't know yet.
How long is it gonna take to reverse engineer it?
that's a good point.
How long could it possibly take? 10 minutes?
We should ask one of the biochemists.
How much is one banana? $10?
Okay, well, I'll direct all the biochemists to our apparent. We've got a lab, which makes sense. I'll be like, "There's the lab. Callie, give him a sample." And
Oh, I'm
let's
sorry.
figure it out."
Do you have a biochemistry lab?
Oh wow! Almost like I said, we don't. Huh? Maybe we do.
No.
Tell you what,
How long would it? Take
I
us to-
don't know. Let's do a luck roll. Everybody, give me a raw d20.
Oh, great.
Collectively try and pull a chemistry lab out of our ass.
It's
Big-
hard to do. It's not going well so far.
Chemistry labs are big. You don't want to have to pull one out of your ass.
Yeah, there'll be residual scarring.
I closed the window just a second.
It's going poorly so far.
I need a knackle roll and a waffles roll.
I mean, I gotta.
Hey man, calm down. I'll be there in a minute.
What are you doing?
I have multiple people talking to me on multiple channels.
Tell them to go away. You're busy. Okay,
Listen,
it fails.
I knew that this
So-
ship wasn't
Trying
going
to
to
save
do
the planet.
anything.
We have one
Not.
success.
Not only do you not have one, there's a sign that says that it's expressly not allowed. And Sal hears you say it and goes, no. The last time that happened, we had to replace the last pilot person with Tosh. And then we had to get Dimitri. No, absolutely not.
Oh my Lanta.
Well, Sal, I guess you can start modifying the dropship now.
Great.
No.
She keeps pulling things
No,
out.
wait. We
Ah.
need to take the dropship down to
The
biology lab town.
On the
Yep.
moon?
The
They
moon.
probably have a biology lab on the moon.
They probably do.
That would make a lot of sense.
Can we ask the people?
They
don't
have
know.
not been allowed on the moon.
No,
Yeah.
if they know of a place where there's
The pilot's
do
still
this
just
work.
standing there, like, looking around.
Like, the biochemists are like, yeah, the town we just left, that's where we did biochemistry. There were labs there.
well,
What
that
about
town is
Cornville?
not a good place to
Does
be right
Cornville
now.
have a biochemistry lab?
Why don't we
Cornville
just-
is a retire. They have a lot of spas.
Hmm.
I mean, that's like a biochemistry.
Did you know if you
That's a
bathe
people
in
soup
corn,
generator.
it removes wrinkles? It's weird.
Huh.
I don't like that.
I kind of like that.
Now, to be fair, it's like SSC corn, so
Oh, I need to get Tosh down here. He's like our liaison to the common folk.
He is?
Yep, because he's dumb like them.
Not dumb.
Oh,
Wow.
Sal's just
Harsh.
nodding. Yeah,
Tosh
No,
is
this makes
the
sense.
stuff.
We wouldn't
And
be
then-
here without Tosh.
All of the people that aren't biochemists can go find bunks.
I'd just like you to repeat that sentence one more time. We wouldn't be here without Tosh.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be in this crappy situation.
Hey, but
I mean,
also
at least
Tosh
you wouldn't
wouldn't
be
be
dead.
here without us. So, I think it all works out. Because he was the one that actually, we all got the ability to fly when
What?
Tosh was sitting
True.
up on the ship. We all got the OmniNet hookup and shit, and he was sitting up here bitching about how weird Dimitri is. Okay?
I
So,
don't think he ever said that.
Yeah, he did.
That was a
was
whole
Tosh
planet
said-
ago.
that was a whole planet ago, man. We don't remember that shit. That's
I
not
don't. That
important.
was like years ago.
Every planet we leave just doesn't matter anymore. That's why we keep getting into this stupid bullshit. Let's just leave.
So, but you just said.
Let's just leave.
But we have to get rid of the civilians so that they're not out in the universe.
You just drop them off at the blink gate.
That's
Not-
out in the universe.
Not our problem.
It will be our problem when the whole universe is taken over by a big fleshy gray thing.
That does sound like a problem to me.
I don't.
The thing-
Hey.
The
thing
universe
wants
was
to
already
leave-
taken over by a big fleshy creature.
The thing wants to leave. It wants a ship.
Humans was the joke. Okay.
Give it a ship. We didn't give it. Okay, so this one I'll say in hushed tones. So we just incinerate everybody on the fucking ship?
No, we don't incinerate everybody.
What are you guys talking about?
No,
Listen,
we have a plan.
Hey,
What's
hey,
the plan?
We're gonna make more of this.
Yeah.
This
I asked
fertilizer thing.
I asked the group of biochemists if they know of any place on the planet that has biochemistry labs that might be further away from Agraria.
One of them comes up. Hello, sir. It's a farming planet. So basically, every town has biochemistry labs.
Oh, great. Do you guys have any relationships with any of them that would allow you to use the labs?
Well, I worked in Araville. Jim over there worked in Stillville. I don't know the rest of these people.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll. Okay.
We could.
And,
I'll tell you when there's like it's an SSC planet. You're familiar?
And you all work for SSE, so you have credentials to get into any of the labs, right?
That's the greatest corporation in the history of the galaxy.
Yep.
Yeah, seems like they're doing great work.
I am legally required to say that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fair
I'm
enough.
getting Amber Alerts. If you can.
I can hear that.
Guys. I heard it, and I'm like, are we getting klaxons on the ship and we weren't told?
Impressive, right? I'm sending out messages to your phones.
Very cool.
He says, well...
Sniper guy's gotten in the Amber Alert.
Will the role-playing ever end?
Oh, I was just given a coronavirus curfew notice.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, an emergency stay-at-home order starts Thursday, March 26th at 8 a.m.
yay, Colorado.
Congratulations.
Everyone needs to stay at home except to go to an essential workplace.
Good
Except,
thing
I
you
guess,
work at a central workplace.
It
Brennan.
says walking a pet is an essential task. That's pretty cool. So you
Yeah.
can take your pets out for a walk. I guess it's not.
good.
But,
Anyway, I'm sorry.
but do not look
yes.
at the giant gray monster approaching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say
we're
anything
kinda
about
staying
that?
with
No, it didn't.
So there's a lockdown procedure in the event of a apocalyptic event. If there's a genetic problem or a biocontagion, the labs tend to lock down. So we could try. You have very big guns, so the lockdown's only a minor concern. But we don't know how long. Where did they make? What is this?
They made it at a place called Experimental Liquors in Stillville.
Oh.
Val.
Stillville.
I've been drinking some of that experimental liquor.
I've been there.
Yeah, I said it like that on purpose.
Experimental Linkler.
I've been there, and it's they're not the most professional people.
Well, their shit worked, apparently. You're not being mind controlled anymore, are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's just let him talk.
Well, here's the deal.
He's still talking.
We're taking you down to the fucking planet, and that's that.
I'd rather stay here.
Oh, that's too damn bad. We aren't allowed to employ biochemists on this ship, as a Sal.
I'll clean.
No, we have 100 other people that we just brought that'll clean.
No, they suck. That guy Roger, he's a dick. You should recruit me instead.
I'm recruiting you to rebuild this shit and throw it at a giant monster.
All right. Well, don't go to Cornville. Cornville sucks.
Okay.
What about
What's on the opposite side of the planet from Araville?
Wheatland?
Okay, we're going to Wheatland.
To Wheatland. What do they have there?
Sure.
Wheat,
What do they have?
Wheatland, shitty. I'm gonna.
They have.
Well,
Is it like?
what place do you like?
Wheatland still
care.
has a Kmart. All right, that's
We don't care where you want to go. We're going to Wheatland.
okay.
Okay? Get on the fucking dropship. Jasper, come on.
That lady took the whole engine out, and Sal's just over there with it like on a rack up in the air.
What? Already?
Yeah.
It's been 5 minutes.
Sal, you are honestly the greatest engineer I've ever met in my life. I need you to put that back in the ship.
Should I try the experimental go faster thing?
No.
No.
Are you sure? Oh, I heard a yes. Start slotting.
We don't
Actually,
need that.
I do trust Artak with any and everything, so I change my vote to yes.
She says, no, you're right. It would be a terrible idea to put this in here.
There's no point.
She's doing it. Man, later when we're running away from an explosion, and it's like, we're not gonna make it, and then we hit that experimental go fast button.
Sounds like hit the red button.
Oh no, there's not a button. It just works on its own. Or it would if I were putting it in here.
Oops. This is gonna be good.
Let's go to Wheatland.
To Wheatland. We're gonna make more fertilizer. That's the plan, right?
Bless you.
We're gonna weaponize that fertilizer, make a bunch of it, find some way to disperse it.
All right, so you guys get everything back in. You kind of shuffle everybody back in onto the ship. Are you letting
the ship?
the
I don't have a mech. I will be more than useless on the ground. What am I gonna do?
people
Is that
who
different than normal? Hey.
people who are not biochemists, are you making them get back on the ship?
No.
I don't want to.
No.
All right, 10 people raise their hand and say, yes, I'm a biochemist.
I thought we had 12.
No? One person in the back goes, no?
Alright, so whoever just yelled no, you're a biochemist, get back on the ship. That's 11.
One lucky motherfucker that gets to stay behind. Do I hear a yay or something? Is he a dumbass?
He's like, hooray!
Nope. Everybody's quiet.
Right, we got 11. That's fine. That's enough.
Cool. And then I'm gonna radio Tosh and be like, you need to get down here and herd these people into quarters for in an amount of time.
Dimitri comes on the radio. Hello.
Hey, man.
Tosh is busy.
Did you beat the shit out of Tosh?
Just so you know, we have detected that there are a lot of dropships leaving from Araville.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Don't let them
Yeah,
land.
shoot him down.
There was like none, and now there's a lot. But none of them are going to orbit.
Don't shoot them.
Where are they going?
They don't have guns.
All over, they're going to different cities.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck.
This planet is totally fucked.
Yeah, so they are
Yeah.
not. We are obviously not practicing social distancing, so we cannot go back down there. In fact, everyone's
No.
in a 2-week quarantine. We just left one place and we flew to like a completely different. Yep, we're leaving.
Just
Before we leave, we
there's-
need to stop.
there's one coming towards us. Is that a problem?
Yeah,
Yes.
shoot it down.
We don't
Probably.
have guns.
You
We
put
don't
it
have
on
guns. I
exhaust
keep
plume.
telling
Yeah.
you.
Can you slag it with our exhaust plume?
We have places we could put guns in, but you keep making me print things like a new dropship.
Eh.
Great, let's drop another dropship down on it.
Do you have any more dropships?
No.
That we can throw
You
at this?
brought one.
Yeah, exactly. We brought one. Drop it.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just go fly by with the dropship.
One of the
and shoot it
biochemists
down.
leans out of the dropship. Should we get off?
Hold on. Hold on.
Wait,
No.
Yes.
What?
Get-
Oh,
I'm
what
really
is the
not
point?
feeling comfortable
What
with
is the
this.
What is the point of destroying the dropship that's coming towards us when they have tons more on the ground? We just leave. Yeah,
That's
just
what I'm
leave.
saying.
Can
Let's
you hail it?
Down.
Hail it. Hail
Why
it.
do we want
And
to
then-
talk to it? It's full of squirmy wormies.
Yeah,
I don't
let's just
know
leave.
that. I
Yeah,
would like to.
do.
I would like to
Oh my
confirm.
Come from squirmy worm
I
planet.
can hail it. Do you want me to bring it up?
For sure, if there is. Okay.
Maybe we
So
should just
let's
go to the moon and get those biome killers. I think
And then we can sell them on the black market and get guns for our ship.
No, I was going to say we should.
Jasper
use
goes,
them
"What?"
On the planet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh,
tell
yeah.
the biochemist they have to clean all the vomit off of the ship. Because one of them said that he would clean, and now all of them have to do it.
Whoa.
The drop ship is like full of puke, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. You guys need to clean that shit up.
Can we try to hail the ship that's coming at us?
Yeah, Dimitri says yes. I can. You bring it up on your screens.
Yeah.
Okay, one moment. And like, hello.
Hey, who's this?
New phone, who dis?
My name is Broderick. How are you?
Okay. Not great. How about yourself?
It's been going poorly.
Yeah. What are you doing out here?
We're flying the ship.
Oh yeah?
We need to kill them now.
Where to?
Please don't kill us. We are humanitarian refugees.
Those
I don't
are
believe
all
you.
war people.
You don't, well, there's like 30 people on this ship. Well, there's a child here.
Okay, a
Why'd your
worm
voice
child.
change?
Because
A
he's not
wiggly
a
wormy
real
boy.
person.
No, my voice did not change. This is how I talk. My name is Broderick.
Ah.
Yep.
Okay, guys, for real, the giant monster got to the town. We acted too late. Again, we fucked up big time. We are
Yeah,
bad at this
so
humanitarian
we
game.
are bad
We
at
need
this.
to stop. What we're going to do,
I agree.
we are going to destroy this opposing dropship that is coming towards us. Okay, it
Yeah.
fucking blows. It sucks.
Okay.
And then
Mhm,
we're gonna go to the moon, and we are going
Yep.
to glass this planet.
Yep.
Okay.
mhm.
all
I've been
votes
down
for.
with this since the start.
Please
I
don't
just
glass the
vote
planet.
for-
I have
say
family
aye.
that
You
lives
guys
here.
are
Ah.
on my level.
I love them.
Do we?
Aye.
We could just go fight.
Nay.
No,
I get to vote. I hop in my mech and I warm up my Nexus emitters.
yeah, Naka, you have like long range weapons, right?
No.
Why does the sniper mech not have long range weapons?
The sniper mech doesn't come with those. It has like a 10 square light cannon that's armor piercing.
I'm sorry, when did you get a new mech?
It's
You don't
still
have-
the same mech. Have you not looked at that mech?
No.
It looks like a sniper.
That's not.
I
Uh,
haven't changed my mech at all.
You hear initiating docking
No,
procedure.
Swallowtail.
Wait, what?
No.
Yeah, we're gonna
No, you're
dock.
not.
We have refugees. That's all right, right?
No. No,
Tosh said it was
I'm gonna-
okay.
no. Tosh is.
hard
Tosh comes
denial.
on the radio and goes, "No, I didn't. Don't tell them that. Dimitri, you
not.
did it."
All right,
Oh
I'm
my
opening
God.
fire on this ship.
Dimitri, get us out of here.
Yeah, if it's got armor, it doesn't matter because I'm shooting it with my thermal rifle.
From where? We're not open to the outside. We're standing in a
We're in the
hangar.
dock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
the
the-
dock is an interior thing, but I'll say that Knackle went outside,
Okay, fair enough. This is
and
cool. I
yeah,
appreciate it.
and Knackle, you hit it. Let me see some damage.
Right through the reactor. Kapow.
Yeah,
And what are you hitting it with?
this is a thermal rifle.
Is it armor piercing?
GMS weapons are reliable galactic standards.
So
It does armor-piercing damage.
this is a
nice.
civilian transport. You punch a hole that's like basketball sized right down the center of it. You see air just blast out of both ends, and a second later you see like some blood come out of both ends, and then
I
the
expected
whole
this.
ship just sort of like keeps listing the direction it was going.
Okay, cool. Let's leave.
Yeah.
I agree.
So do we want to go to the moon, or do we want to just leave?
No, we had a plan here of glassing the planet for being all wormy squirmy.
Okay, so are we?
Yeah.
Who's gonna call SSC and tell them that?
Whoever
Nobody.
lives after the glassing, that's who.
They
We're
don't
gonna-
need to know.
We're gonna get sued by every corporation from.
No one will know it is us. No
Welcome
witness,
to
no
this
crime.
planet. This corporation runs this planet. Let's destroy the fucking planet.
Jasper
Yeah,
just
let's
raises
do it.
his hand and goes, I can tell them.
But you won't, right, Jasper?
I
Well,
Because
turn
you
my back
want
to him
safe-
and I go, "You will, huh?"
you're outside.
Want-
This
want
seems
safe passage, right?
this seems like a thing they would want you to tell them.
Don't worry. We'll take care of it.
Look, I know a lot of SSC people. I work closely with them in my day job, and this is they don't like to get rid. You know, there's a lot of people here. It's a whole planet. But if something like this gets out of hand, the union hears about it. It's a much worse thing.
We are the union.
Yeah, have we
Okay.
told you who we are?
We are union, buddy.
See,
Okay.
we're working.
Yeah.
See, we're working to mitigate the issue so SSC doesn't have to expend resources to do that. You know, we're helping
Well,
them out.
But so you're planning on using the moon base, right?
Yes.
I don't know if we have much
It's
choice.
just a bit of glassing, friend.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Didn't know the moon base was real. It was rumored. Thank you for confirming that. Second thing,
Glass.
if you do that, in general, if we're taught in the SSC that if something goes wrong and you have to blow up a whole building full of people to keep it from getting worse, that you get promoted.
Okay. So, do you want to push the button?
Now, I'm just saying that maybe you don't report this to your superiors.
Well, no
Are you-
You have
do you want-
superiors? I'm
do
gonna
you-
turn
do you want
to
the credit?
Isaiah.
We will give you the credit. We do not.
Oh
need the
no,
credit.
no, I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm more worried about my family because I think that guy, and like Knackle's coming back in, because I think that guy just killed like 4 children. So I'm a little more concerned
Well,
about my I just want to just don't hurt me.
no, we're not going to hurt you.
Jasper,
And I-
how many times do I have to tell you I'm not gonna hurt you, buddy? And I'll like kind of hit him a little too hard at the arm. Like,
Yeah, no. I just want you guys to have the credit. This is your thing.
Kill people.
But I am serious that this is a real thing. Like they won't be mad. They'll be.
Okay.
I mean, you know, sometimes you get somebody who's upset about anything. But in general, it is company policy that if you have to pull the fire alarm and the fire alarm makes the whole building incinerate, then that's better than that spreading to the other buildings.
You're
Yes.
absolutely correct. So let's yep. Dimitri can fly us down in the dropship, right? Like he's a like all-round pilot
Yeah.
Moon.
to the moon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're doing moon things.
We're doing moon things.
Yeah.
Moon
Do you
stuff.
remember? Do you remember where that stuff was? These weapons.
We have the coordinates for
I
'em.
think there was
We
we
do.
know we got the coordinates.
We got coordinates.
For TBK backup, Moon Missile Base 1.
All
M1.
right.
So we're going there.
I mean, I guess they built this base with missiles pointed at their own planet
They-
for a
yeah.
reason.
They've
Yeah.
got they've got contingency plans. They're prepared for this.
I
Yeah.
still don't feel
If
great
you
about
recall, at the beginning of this series, you guys blew up the moon because of a contingency plan.
Right. That's true.
Actually,
There's
the
already
moon
got us-
self-detonated. We did not.
Right,
make
but
the
it was a
moon.
contingency
it. Everywhere
that
we
we
go
accidentally triggered.
Yeah.
explodes.
So they love to blow things up. We're just helping them do that.
Yeah.
Whatever you have to tell yourselves.
Hey, I'm gonna call him up later and see if I can get like a cool license out of this. Like, hey, I just solved your problem for you.
You don't even use an SSC mech.
I want to. I hate
if-
my mech.
You don't like the one Ikev gave you?
Wow.
No, it sucks.
Somebody's ungrateful. Jesus.
Jasper's just like, so can I go find my kid now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Talking to
Great.
us, man. Get
Thank
the
you.
fuck
I
outta here.
appreciate. Thank you. I'm gonna go hide. Just runs away.
Yeah, better not see any wormy squirmies out of you, buddy.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I'm gonna turn over to Knackle and be like, "Nice shot, man. You're keeping everybody safe. Keep it up." Could
I doubt it, but
the-
you know, I do my
Get out
best.
of the giant gun mech.
So we're going to the moon.
Let's get to the moon. Dimitri, we need you to fly us down to the moon.
Very good. I like the moon. I like all moons. Moons are fun.
Just a fan of Moon.
You call that a pressed ham?
And I'm gonna go find Taj.
Can we
Okay.
get Isaiah a fucking mech?
I don't need a mech.
No.
It takes like an hour. It takes like 10 hours to print one of those fucking things.
Yeah, we don't need.
We don't
a
have
mech we don't need a mech to push a button that kills everybody.
Yeah.
It's just a button, probably.
Let's get down to
Alright.
the moon.
All
Let's
right,
get a glass
so
of friends.
you guys are heading toward the moon. Isaiah's off to find Tosh and the ship. Are we gonna? Do you want to start printing a mech? Do you want to do anything, or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
we're
guess
gonna
I'll
boot
I'll
that.
start. I'll
Okay.
start print myself a mech.
It sounds like, based on what Tasha's saying, it's gonna take like an hour to get to the moon. And find a good landing place. Wondermink, thank you for that subscription. But it's gonna take you like an hour to get there. But it's your mech won't be done by then, of course. But
Right.
Yeah. This makes sense.
Maybe get a foot that you can stand on.
Dimitri comes on. Do you want me to tell you if I see any more dropships?
Yes,
Don't
please.
permit anyone to land. That's an
Okay.
order.
The static interference is weirdly gone.
That's great.
I still can't get satellite imagery. It's not working very well. That gets fuzzy when I aim at that city.
There's like a crazy wiggle worm on that planet. It causes all that stuff.
There's
So,
a crazy wiggle worm.
Yes.
Yep. That's why you're not allowed to let anybody but us on the ship.
Have the
Just keep
rest
that
of
in
you showered since you got back on the ship?
No.
I haven't gotten out
Also,
of my mech.
everyone who
You're
got
all
off
still.
the dropship belongs in quarantine. Don't forget that.
Everybody's still in the hangar, yes?
As far as I know.
People, yeah.
Good. Hold on one second.
What? I'm not.
All the
there.
doors go ka-chunk and lock, and then yeah, there's this big like blast of white gas that comes in, and just these lights that just start going. Brrrr, and after a moment, you feel weirdly clean, but also like you burn just like a little bit, as if like the top layer of your skin has been burnt off.
It's like the best.
Gross.
Thanks, Dimitri.
There's a child
just get, like,
crying.
Do we just get hand sanitized? Like,
Yeah,
times
there you
20?
go. Everything's good now. Scans are coming out fine. Scans came out fine beforehand, but better safe than sorry.
I agree.
Do you want me to do it again? I'll do it again.
No.
Just make sure you get everybody in the hangar.
It just
where
burns
they
a lot
came off
more the second
dropship.
time. Are you sure? I'll do it again.
I'll take one more.
Yeah.
Very good. Now it just is like, ow! Everything kind of itches.
Ow, ow, ow. Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the moon.
All right, before we go to the moon, let's take a short break, because this is a good time to do that, and we will be back with some more moon adventures right after this.
The moon, the moon, the moon.
Yeah, everyone's here.
We're back. Let's talk about Halo. So, no. So you guys are going to the moon.
Yeah.
The moon.
Yes.
Kick its ass.
dude.
All right. So you're flying over the moon. Who's going to the moon?
I'll go. Then.
I thought everyone was going to the moon.
Yeah, I thought everybody was going.
Tynanator,
stay
are
on the
you
ship.
going to the moon?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a mech, but I don't think I'll need one to push a button, hopefully.
Okay. Are you guys just hopping out on the moon at the coordinates? Are you scanning? What are you doing?
Well, we don't know
See what we're looking
what's
for.
on the moon.
Yeah. What? So are we at the coordinates that we thought?
So at the coordinates, doing a little scanning, you can see that there is what appears to be things are kind of wrecked. There appears to have been some explosions, if you recall correctly. There are a lot more craters on the moon than there were last time, for those of you who remember. Two of you don't remember being on the moon ever.
Man, what did you guys do
right.
to the moon?
And then there is this kind of sloping, low base entrance looking thing, like a big ramp. And there's rubble here and there. And then at the very end of it, there is what appears to be a base entrance set into the wall. There's a bunch of mech slots for people to mount up, and there's a little airlock for you to park a mech and get out and go in on. It's a human-sized base,
Okay.
but spots for mechs to enter and spots for dropships to land. There are, though, as you scan around, you can see there are two very large mechs guarding the entrance.
I'm staying on the ship.
All right. Well, I guess we're going down there.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Let me look at my structure. It's 2 out of 4. Okay.
Are we gonna repair first, or we're just gonna? I mean, I'm fine, but
I don't
You
have.
should probably repair.
It took you about an hour to get to the moon, so if you can repair in that hour.
I don't think I have any repairs left. I don't, because I used all of them to not.
Get down to 2 structure.
how long would it take to print a new mech?
8
10
I
hours,
think.
8 or 10 hours.
How about pieces of his broken mech?
I don't think we have time.
You have access to a printer, so I think you can do the repair action without just by itself. I forget exactly.
I mean, you could just say that you're letting him.
Yeah, I could.
I'm putting
This
my
is
structure back together. That's
Homebrewed AF.
What is the issue here? Whether or not we
There's
can
mechs
repair?
guarding the thing apparently, and I guess we decided not to bring a thing that would just murder them straight up for being in our way.
We have a thing that can do that? That's called my mech.
Yeah.
How big are these mechs?
They're about the same size as yours. They look very specialized.
they're
One of
tiny.
them is holding a very large shield, and the other one it has like 8 cannons on it and is following the other one around.
Can we?
Okay, so you got to focus the cannon boy down.
Do we want to try and hail them, or see if there's people in them, or if they're automated?
I mean,
Can we
if,
try
there
to
were,
just-
if there were people on them, I'm pretty sure they'd be dead of radiation poisoning.
Why do you think that?
Because the moon.
Because
got nuked.
this planet has obviously been nuked to hell, and my Geiger counter is clicking.
You have a Geiger counter?
We all do. It's part of the tech package.
All
That
right.
makes sense. that we would have access to knowing if we're
That's-
going to, you know.
These are basic, things at this point, I would say, that you have.
So let's go.
Can we try and hack the base from up here, like with our ship's scanners and shit?
What are you trying to hack?
The total biome kill weapon.
You can try.
I mean,
We're gonna
I'm
try
trying.
and
I hope they
hack.
have. I hope they
What
don't
if
let you
we-
just.
You want to remotely hack?
I don't want to do anything. I can't hack it. I'm just. If we don't want to go down there,
I mean, I'll try.
So, Callie, you have hacked into some of the security at this point.
Okay.
But as far as you can tell, you have access to what appears to be cameras and lights and the front doors. But there is
How about turrets or something?
there's no turrets, there are no missiles, there's nothing that looks like a weapon in any system that you have wireless access to.
All right.
Presumably,
Cameras?
there are cameras, but presumably weapons would be air-gapped from any network.
Okay.
Can we scan those mechs to see if they're automated or piloted?
Sure. From a scan from up here, you can tell they are piloted. There are people in there.
What the hell? There's still people stationed on this moon?
Where the
Or
hell do they
they-
get food?
Well, then
Or
let's try
they
and
just
talk to
got
them.
here like we did.
Let's try and talk to him.
yeah, let's not brutally murder this group of just people working.
Yeah.
I say
Why
that
break
knowing
the
full
streak
well-
now?
Look at this.
Because I don't have the ability to fight them. That's why.
moral high ground.
All right, look, let's tell them. I guess the truth. We're here on there's been like a containment breach of an SSC experiment, and we're here to initiate the
Continue.
thing that they do. Yeah.
What? Who's this? How'd you get this comm frequency?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Hi, this is Artek Christ. I'm part of Operation Outreach. We're here on behalf of SSC to try to contain an outbreak down on the planet.
Hi, Tech. My name's Roy. This over here is Harlan. We really would like to see your credentials.
Didn't
Yeah,
we already meet somebody
Yeah.
by these names?
No,
No.
By this voice for sure.
that's not fair.
It's regional.
Look, everybody on Agraria is Southern, all right? Nobody sounds like me.
I'm almost positive these guys are straight from that camp we murdered like 2 weeks ago.
I'm gonna transmit our totally, actually real Union Lancer pilot credentials.
They're really
So,
real.
after a minute, this comes over, and you hear him say, "Yep, no, I see these. These do not give you permission to enter this base. I am sorry."
We don't need
We weren't asking permission. We're just showing who's going to smoke you and then enter the base.
What?
I'm sorry. So did you say you were communicating to us from that dropship?
No.
Harlan,
Different
Harlan, charge that. Just see that? Yeah, Harlan, just.
I'm gonna eject.
You can't eject.
Okay, you
We're-
eject and are now hurtling toward the surface of the moon.
Excellent.
And they don't shoot at him?
I'm gonna use my thrusters to compensate and try and land directly on top of Mr. Guns guy.
Let's see what happens. I'm just watching now.
I can't
Where'd
stop
that
'em.
window go? Here we go.
One moment.
And I'm glad I stayed on the ship.
All of these people that I'm trying to help
Yeah, nobody
Don't-
wants to be helped.
don't want my help.
Nope.
We should just stop. We should just not be.
Well, I can't
People,
even.
right?
No, I can't. My heart is not really in this one because the thing that I'm trying to say is like, here, you need to let me blow up your planet. Like
Right.
I don't even really want to do it.
You
For
gotta
the
be more like me,
greater-
man. You just gotta come to accept the fact that terrible things are gonna happen no matter what you're doing. So you might as well just do them.
It's for the greater good.
No.
I don't know about that. It's more like it's the
No,
thought
it's definitely
that
for
is
the
placed
greater.
in front of me.
My
It's
character
For the
doesn't
greater
like that.
good.
I know, but you shouldn't enjoy doing horrible things, even if they are for the greater good.
Who's
I'm not
enjoying
any
this?
of this.
Knackle.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you
okay.
can't-
Well, then fine.
that's not me. You can't.
I didn't mean. Yeah, I was talking to Knackle.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
He's maniacally murdering children, going, sometimes you gotta do shitty stuff, man! Bang, 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 bang,
Hey,
bang!
hey, that ship was full of mined drones from Wormy Squirmy Planet. He said there were children on there just to make me feel bad that I was taking down his
Oh
infection
my
ship.
Lanta.
Knackle, does your pilot have any additional evasion?
My ship has quite a bit of evasion, actually.
I'm sorry, not your mech.
Pilot?
You
Person.
ejected.
No. My ship is my mech is ejecting from the drop ship.
Oh,
Makes a little more
that's
sense.
an
I guess.
extremely different thing than I thought you were doing.
Oh, that's
He
what I
went
thought he was
surf-
doing.
No, I thought he was disengaging with his
I thought he was jumping out in his mech.
Okay, so your mech is heading toward them.
Yeah,
Mm.
What's your mech's
popping
evasion?
my mech out, and my mech's evasion's 12.
Okay, so very large cannons start firing at you, and do in fact not hit you, and then so you. As soon as you like are diving in on them and you are about to land on them, and the one with the shield checks you with the shield and just bangs you to the side and throws you into the dirt. You're gonna take 3 kinetic damage from that and get knocked back, and we're in combat.
I'm not going down there.
We aren't.
You say we.
Yeah.
I'm currently having a heart-to-heart with Todd back on the ship.
Yeah,
so-
I'm not going down there.
Well, that's where we need to go.
I'm trying to get to grips that I just saw a bunch of kids die.
I'll let Knackle soften him
Oh,
up.
now
but-
you're gonna wait 6 hours and then you're gonna have a conniption fit about this. Get your shit together. We
That,
are.
that seems sexist to me. No, I'm not having a conniption fit. I am having a normal emotional reaction to something I saw.
6 hours later, not the moment
No.
that it happened though.
No, no,
6
no, no.
hours.
It hasn't been 6.
What's 6
It's
hours?
been like an hour.
Yeah, it's been like
6
an hour.
hours, 7 hours, 8 hours.
You
Time
can't
is
keep
an
adding
illusion,
hours.
Michael.
Yeah, it's all relative.
I don't want. Get rid of that mech. I'm not down here.
No, these are
Nail
your
these guys to
all
ground,
of
I'll go out in
you-
a blaze of glory. At least I won't have to deal with this anymore.
I don't really want Knackle to, like, die, but I already said I wasn't there.
You don't have a mech?
Yeah,
Right, but I
yeah,
mean,
you're
if
fine.
I guess what I'm trying to say is if I
he's
was
on
there-
the Steve. The rest of you are in the drop ship.
Mhm.
Right.
So
You're
they're
in the
going to
drop
shoot
ship
down
to
that drop
here
ship.
to get into that base, and now you don't want to.
Well,
Because I
want to talk
jumped.
to them. I want to talk to them.
We tried.
You always want to talk to them, but they're just going to tell you no. They just told you no.
You never even let me roll. Any-
Or he said no straight to your face.
Okay.
What are you going to roll?
But you can't just
Combat
say
any-
first no.
Anything? Anything. Roll.
We
And I
didn't
could have rolled
even-
anything.
We didn't even appraise them of what was going on or let them check this out themselves.
That's true.
They should have some kind of sensors that would allow them to check the status of the planet so that they would know whether they should throw planet killers at it.
Mm-hmm.
If they knew that, wouldn't they have done it already?
No, because they don't know there's a situation. They're not paying attention because it's boring in the moon.
Except for all those nukes that went off like 4
Shouldn't
days
someone
ago.
be monitoring the situation on the planet?
I don't.
Maybe they
Nah.
got turned into a
These are
zombie.
things
like
These are things that we could have discussed with them.
So the rest of you have now are still in the dropship, except
They're
for
that big.
Knackle. They're very large. They're probably not actually
You
that
just said
big.
they're
Let's
my
see.
size.
They were the same size.
As
Oh.
me.
I'm just making them big
No.
for.
Hell.
Okay, sorry. I thought they were.
No,
I thought
you're
they were
right,
more
you're
like
right.
Boss specs.
They are large, I will say. But not as big as I didn't say there was the size as you, as in the party, not
The average group. of-
Callie.
I asked the question, and then you said the same size as you.
I apologize. So the rest of you are in the dropship, kind of hovering above. Knackle, you've been thrown over here, but presumably it is now they've gone as you guys came in. So now it's your turn.
Cool. Let's see. I have.
Just turn invisible.
I mean, that's gonna happen. I just need to not move for that.
Just
So, which one's Guns McGee and which one's Shield Guy?
Shield guy is the one that looks like he has a sword. Pretend that's a big shield, because I didn't dig out an icon for him. And then the other one is Guns McGee.
Leggy Boy is Guns McGee. Cool. I'm gonna shoot him with my armor-piercing rounds.
Leggy boy?
And yeah, he's all leggy. Look at him. He's all legs.
That's the one holding a sword. That's the shield guy.
Neither of them have a sword.
no, I can see him.
Leggy
One
one does.
clearly is holding a sword.
In his left hand. It kind of blends in with his leg. It's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, all right. Well, then, big bulky guy. I'm gonna miss while shooting at him, and then I'm gonna vanish from
Mhm.
sight.
Okay, what is your ability that lets you vanish from sight?
That is the ability of my swallowtail. It says integrated cloak. If I do not move, I cloak for the turn.
Okay. You become invisible.
Yes.
And-
That's if I haven't moved and I end my turn, which I'm not quite done yet. I'm going to release a turret drone and have it move 5 squares away, and it's going to go right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there.
Toss it up on top of the base.
Yep. Just click, 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 click.
Okay.
Gotta have some sort of backup.
Anything else?
Nope. I'm going to vanish from sight. That's not my marker. I can't do anything to it.
All right. The big one with the big gun is then going to fire in the approximate location it saw you go invisible.
Uh-oh.
I mean, that makes sense.
I believe it has. If you're invisible, it has a 50% chance to miss.
Yeah.
It's just a coin flip.
Oh, that's the wrong chat. So there's that. Let's say on a 1 it hits, on a 2 it misses.
Ooh. That's a hit.
well,
Indeed, it is.
it's going against evasion still, right?
Yeah, but it rolled a 21.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the 21 that he rolled there, which definitely hits my evasion. And then he definitely hits me with that 1.
Please make a hull save for me.
Okie dokie. Is that a D20?
Yeah.
I am A-okay.
You're gonna take 7 explosive damage.
Yikes.
Neat. I will pop a structure.
Oh, God. Are you serious?
I only have 9 hit points.
But you didn't go prone.
He's not a tanky boy.
Yeah.
Also, because of the sheer, like, this massive shell got fired out and landed basically right on top of you, and this huge shattering wave of ground came up, resulting in some debris that has popped up. And that's gonna happen here and here.
Kind of a weird place for that debris to be.
It was a very large like the explosion went out that far. But now, like, you see this guy is like now like reloading the cannon very slowly. He has 2 of them, reloading them.
Neat.
It's now
I
your
will have to roll
turn,
a
people.
D6.
Oh yeah, after we see this structure roll.
Roll full 6.
Is that good or bad? I forget. It's good.
I don't know.
That's good.
We need the structure chart.
Yeah, your mech is impaired until the end of your next turn.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Impaired is what? I move slow?
Something like that. Impaired is you receive a difficulty on all attacks, saves, and skill checks.
Gotcha.
All right. Other team, or I get you guys. What are you doing?
Watching.
I will point out, Isaiah, you have a turn here too.
Oh, okay, cool.
You don't have to go now. It can be somebody else, but
I mean, I'll try and talk to the guys, I guess. Fuck.
That's a great idea.
From the ship. First, I'm gonna be like, Jimmy, are you okay down there, buddy?
I'm great. Why do you ask?
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Okay, and then I'll hail, Harlan, was it? Is that your name?
I'm Harlan.
Okay, Harlan. I think there seems to be a misunderstanding.
Harlan's no misunderstanding. I blow him up.
Oh,
Here, Roy, come over. No, Roy, you want to talk to me? I'm Roy. That's
Hey,
Harlan.
Roy.
Harlan don't talk very much.
Okay, Harlan doesn't talk well, I get it.
And
Harlan
when he
doesn't talk-
talks, it's about killing. So maybe not the best person to talk to. On the other hand, you've attacked us, so it sounds like we're about to do some killing. Ain't that right, Harlan?
Wow! Wow! Incorporate race hell, yay! I'm going to...
Combat sounds good.
You're just gonna bond over this.
I'm going to be like, hey, Jimmy does have occasionally a short temper. It happens to the best of us. He doesn't seem to be upset now. He's just trying to get into a giant worm monster.
No, that is funny. That's a real funny, stupid story you're telling us.
So
You keep talking. Harlan's reloading. It says that on the back of his mech.
that's
Jesus
incredible.
Christ.
That's a really good bumper
Wow.
sticker. Can I get one of those? I also have a... Anyway, sorry. Do you have anybody inside of the base that you report to? Like a science team or something?
Oh, I'm the captain of the guard. He's the lieutenant of the guard.
There's nobody inside of the base.
Why would there be?
What the fuck?
Isaiah,
How
put
long have you been- yeah.
the biochemist guy on the phone.
Oh yeah. Here I've got
SSC
somebody
guy.
who works for SSC here to explain to you what's going down on the planet. Okay, I'll have them send their credentials over, and I'll be like, hey, fucker, get over
What?
here.
No, I don't wanna. No.
You son of a-
Do the thing I say.
Don't make me talk to him.
Here you go, and then I'll put them on.
Hello? Jasper, is that you, you son of a bitch?
He knew it from that one little hello.
Hello, Roy.
Poor Jasper.
How are you
bad.
doing? I'm good. How's my daughter?
Oh no, it's his father-in-law.
Oh my god.
No, everything's good. We're taking good care of them. We're not on the planet anymore. That's fantastic. Why are you with these assholes? I'm gonna kill this guy. Is he your friend?
Go for it.
That doesn't bode well for him. I'm not gonna lie, Jasper.
Oh my
Look,
God.
Roy, I know we've had our differences, But this is really not the time.
Jasper, tell him about the thing on the planet.
I think I stared into the face of the devil today.
Oh my god!
And it's really, it was bad. It was really bad.
Oh, we ruined this guy's life, but we also saved it.
And tell him, and now we're here to do SSC protocol to contain this.
They're telling me,
SSC protocol,
you know,
fluffernutter.
honestly, it sounds like the planet's lost. I've got everyone off of it though, so you don't need to worry about that. I have Elena and I have Astrid. They're here. You don't say Astrid's name. Look, Roy. Roy, I'm married to her now. You have to get over that.
Sniper's just gonna do this for the next 20 minutes.
I really don't want to. Somebody wants to take
I just
over.
want him to relay the information. That's it. Tell him that it's become hell for him down there. You bastard. I'm gonna be like, you know what, Roy? You're
No,
right.
I agree. They're saying it's become a hell world, and they're probably not wrong. Look, I want everyone to be safe, but the best way we can keep them safe is if we kill everyone on the planet. There's not a thing I ever thought I would say, but I think we have to do it, Roy.
I think Harlan
Ironclad
would
logic
agree.
cannot be wrong.
I think Harlan would agree.
Oh, we did such a bad job.
Kill everyone.
It's true.
Just roll a d20 to see how well he persuades this guy. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Persuade yourself.
Persuade yourself.
You did it!
Roy goes,
Yay!
no, right, no, that sounds reasonable. Are you gonna come? Can we still kill this guy? Cause Harlan's done reloading.
Please don't. He's integral to our team.
All right, you guys come down. Tell you what, no, Jasper? Yes, you stay on the ship, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, Jasper, you fucking dick.
I can't think
Nice
of
to meet you, Roy.
anything I'd rather do.
He's gonna drop a
Wow.
freaking brick on us.
Alright. Well, we did it. We're in, guys. Great work.
We used our words.
I finally met somebody who hates Jasper more than me.
Why
So
do you
they-
hate Jasper?
So they're like still pointing guns at you, Knackle. Well, they haven't fired
My
at you.
approximate location.
I mean,
knocked out
you're
of
covered
invisibility
in
when you get hit.
in dirt and explosions now. So you're invisible, but they can tell you're there.
You're like a
you're not
toddler
wrong.
with like a blanket just covering their head so that you can't
Yeah.
see them. So they
Yeah.
think they can't see you. Alright, well, they're letting us in. So we go in.
Okay, so the rest of you land.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go in. You dock. You get out of your mechs. Inside, it's kind of there's like a little entryway. There's a little security thing, which they bypass you through. Roy remotely lets you in, and inside
Thanks, Roy.
there's kind of there's this very small room, like a police interrogation room, right? And in the center of the room, there's a table. And on that table, there's a little box. And the little box
No deal.
has a little wire coming out of it that goes into the ground. And the box on
Hit
top
your
of it,
eraser button.
there's one light in this room, one like single light bulb hanging from this, but it's an LED bulb. And that's hanging from the ceiling.
But it's an elephant.
And it's a little metal box.
What color light?
It's just like a normal white light, like 5,000, sunlight bulb. And
Okay.
black metal table, black walls, white tile. Everything's very clean. There's like a fine, thin layer of dust in here. And the box, on top of the box says, "Are you really sure?"
Oh yeah.
Yeet.
Presumably, 4 of you have come in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knackle,
Only
push the
sucks.
button. I'm gonna radio down. Knackle, what are you seeing, buddy?
It's a box that says, "Are you absolutely certain?"
Are you absolutely
And,
certain, Knackle?
I mean, I am, but
push the button.
as long as
There's no
you
button.
understand that I'm doing this because they're all
no
legal
button.
worm infected.
There's a closed box.
Oh.
Did we all vote yay already? Did the ayes have it?
I'm pretty sure we did. But I'm giving everyone a chance to talk about it because apparently I've been way too fast on the trigger before. We need to talk about this for like 40, maybe 50 years.
Or-
Here's a long time.
2 minutes.
So,
It's an eternity to me, you understand. Time is relative.
Are we?
I don't see how we don't. I don't think we have a choice.
If time
We
is
agreed to
relative,
this,
then it's
yes.
not an eternity, also, right?
Whatever.
Maybe to you.
We
Okay.
can't. Whatever is down there on that planet wants to leave.
Yeah, it does.
And we
Yep.
can't let it.
We can't
That's
let it.
correct.
I'm gonna.
So
open the box.
we're okay with this? I can press this button?
Oh, we have to open the box first, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll open the box. I'm absolutely certain.
Yeah.
What if the button is gonna spread just like something on the down there, and it's not gonna explode the planet?
It's just gonna be a slow burn for all of the
No, like
zombie
what if it's
people,
gonna like
or-
project the gate onto the planet, and then it's just gonna get bigger?
That'd be cool. That'd be
Whatever.
rad.
Well, I could have sworn we
Also-
confirmed that this was a
Hey, man.
TBK.
Also, Callie, I think you might be insane, but we'll talk about that later.
All right. let's go forward.
What do you do?
Unless there are major objections, I'm going to flip the top of the box and press the button.
Well, how about you just flip the box? Don't do anything after that.
All right, I'll
Open
flip
the
the box
box.
open. Is there a big red candy-like button underneath that I just cannot resist pressing?
In the box, you open the box, and there is a little display. There's a small LCD screen, and below the LCD screen, there's a little panel.
Mm-hmm.
And the LCD screen scrolls up and says, detecting 4 persons in the room. To engage TBK, unanimous consent required.
What the hell is this button?
So I'll just turn to the rest and be like,
Yeah.
How?
we in?
What if you're
And then it
underage?
says, are you really sure?
Did it put emphasis like that, or did
It did.
say
It italicized really.
Damn.
Then
will
the
turn box
little-
and say yes.
The little panel below the LCD screen raises up just a little bit, and 4 thumbprints raise up out of the panel.
I'm gonna put my thumb in the last one and press it in. And be like, if you're in,
It turn you press it down, and there's a little click, and it turns green. It goes ba-doom.
I'm gonna put my gloved hand on it and press the button because I don't want my fingerprint on it.
Oh my god.
There's a scan that comes up. You see it scan for a second, and then it flips to a couple of different frequencies and goes brrrr, and you see your thumbprint appear on it anyway, and it sinks down in and goes ba-doom.
Callie is practicing social distancing. She's not touching things that could be contaminated.
yeah, it's a holographic pad, so you don't leave finger oils anywhere. All right, the other 2, I believe. How
I'm
you
going
feeling?
back to the ship now.
The door is locked.
Hang on.
We're stuck in
is-
here.
This is odd.
We already voted on this, guys. Let's go. Time's wasted. People are suffering down there, being turned into monsters. Just
They are.
finish
they're
the
getting their
job.
squirmies all up in their orifices. It's
They're
not
dying either way.
I step up to the box and I look down at the panel and
Cry a single tear.
I have my thumb hovered over the one of the thumbprints, and after a few moments, I press it down. Then I back up and
highly contagious. Cannot speak.
Right after like Karna does that with his hesitation, Artak kind of just like quickly and angrily does it, and then like immediately pulls away.
The last thumbprint sinks down and goes, "Ba-ding," and the whole thing goes, "Do-do-do." No. It goes.
Yeah, no, that's the wrong one.
You hear a "doot-doot." Thank you for your service, and we are sorry. The box closes, and the box like sinks into the table and turns flat. The whole table sinks into the ground and turns flat, and all the tiles on the room like flip over and become red. And there's this voice that says, "TBK weapon firing. TBK weapon firing. Please hold on. We are sorry. This must be done."
We might be.
There's, and like things rumble for a second. You see Isaiah from the ship that the whole planet turns a red color for a second. There's a red tinge
Hurled.
that sweeps
Can I
across
stop
the
this?
entire planet.
the planet, not the moon.
Yeah, the planet, not the moon. The whole planet gets this red tinge, and from a distance, it's hard to see because you're so far away because you can see the planet. But there are towers, these massive towers rising up out of the ground that are causing seismic events that are shining red light and on these concentric circles all around the planet. And after maybe 30 seconds of this, of the red light coming and getting brighter, the red light blinks out and then blinks back on, and then blinks out and then blinks back on, and just rapidly starts doing that until and the whole planet seems to go and disappears.
Wait.
Ooh.
The planet disappeared?
Maybe they're fine.
You know, maybe they could have been teleported someplace for cleansing. Who knows?
That's what I'm saying.
So, does the moon's orbit get all fucky or anything? Since
the moon, suddenly the moon is like just now like increasing in trajectory slowly.
Guys.
The room with all the red light that you guys are in, the red lights blink out and then go boom, and like regular white light, that one single LED comes back on, and the door goes ka-chung and slides back open. And you hear one final time the voice says, "We're sorry, but thank you."
I'm gonna be like, we gotta go pick those guys up. We gotta go pick them up. Let's go. Come on.
Yep. I'm gonna climb in my busted neck, get back out. Well, because they goofed. That's what.
We just killed potentially billions of people.
Well, when you make an omelet, you gotta crack a few heads.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm not sleeping tonight. Everybody, let's go.
You didn't do it.
Yeah, but I was part of the committee.
You watched
that
it. He
voted to do
watched it.
I actually saw it happen. I'd be like, hey, notice anything missing down there, Artak? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We fucked up. We're really bad at this. We need to quit while we're behind. I think we can talk about that later. Let's get you guys back on the ship.
Where's
we'll offer old Rob and Harlan a ride wherever to the link
Roy
gate,
and Harlan. Yeah, they can catch a ride.
Yeah, because this moon's just gonna float aimlessly.
Well, no, it's probably just gonna orbit the sun.
Or, go to a different planet so that I can protect that one and eventually make it go somewhere else.
Go to a different planet, just kind of do the whole Newton's cradle thing. Click,
Yeah.
click.
Okay, hey, Jasper, your father-in-law is getting on board. I hope you don't mind.
I kind of do.
Well,
I
you
mean,
know what? We're
he
not
can
just
stay
going
in
to
his
leave
back,
people to
it's
die.
not-
He's
you fucking
he is not my
dickhead.
father-in-law.
Oh,
That's a weird
how-
thing to say.
What's your relationship with this guy?
What is you, brother now?
I'm married to his divorced wife.
Oh. Well, I can see why he hates you. Anyway,
No, yes, that's understandable. He's very mean.
so are you the stepfather to his daughter?
Yes.
Is that what's going on here? Yeah, he's not gonna like you ever.
I know, thank you. I'm aware.
Nice.
The ship's big enough that you can stay away from him, okay? Don't worry about it.
I'll do my best.
And once we drop you off at the Blink Gate, never contact me again. Thank you. And then get back on the ship.
I can't decide if I wish I had met you or not.
Well, you're breathing.
Good point. I'm gonna go find my wife and daughter now.
Thanks, Jeff.
Have
You're
fun
great.
with that.
He leaves. Roy and Harlan, I presume you guys picked them up as well.
Yeah, we got spare slots in the dropship.
Okay.
A couple of mechs didn't come along.
So everybody gets picked up. You guys hurtle away from the now orphan moon. That is hurtling through space all by itself.
Yep. When Roy gets on board, I'm gonna clap him in a big hug and be like, "Welcome aboard, brother. Let me show you to the mess hall." I'll give him a tour of the ship. Let's say I'm the captain of this.
Roy loves it. Oh, this is great.
Have you met our engineer?
I do need you to stay away from Jasper, though. I'm
No,
sorry.
that makes sense.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
What about at night? Can I sneak up on him at night?
Can't sneak into your ex-wife's quarters at night, you freak.
No, what if he's like in
Chill
the
out.
hallway? Can I punch him in the kidney?
You can scare him, but you can't.
I
hit
lost the accent. I don't know where it went.
him. You can
Slay.
spook
went-
him, but
it-
you
it
can't
went-
hit him.
It went with the planet.
every person from this
No
planet
way.
lost their
Already
southern
down, yeah.
accent.
He just watched his home planet get winked out. What's I imagine
Roy's like, it's not a big
Oh,
deal.
light
Harlan
emission
doesn't care, do you, Harlan? Harlan goes, I know.
I would.
I
assume
really
SS
enjoyed watching that happen.
Can I kill something else?
SSE like trains people not to get attached to anything because if anything goes wrong, they destroy it, right? So I mean, to them, it was just an inevitability.
Well, not really, but
It's fine. Anyway, like I said, you can't assault anybody on my ship, no. But you can spook them.
I see what you're saying. When we get off the ship,
Oh, yeah, you can do whatever the fuck
he
you
like
want.
he like
You're
cat
not
like
aware.
punches you in the shoulder. Yeah.
I punch him in the head.
Oh, that's all right. That's a new tradition.
Yeah, don't hit me. Okay, anyway, I've got a meeting to get to. Have fun.
All right, you crazy kids, sock him right in the nose.
He's like, stop it. I just, pow! I got a meeting to get to. I assume we're going to have a meeting.
What do you guys want to do?
Having a meeting?
I'm going to be like, hey, I need to go talk to Tosh and Dimitri, and I figure we can all talk to, as a unit. We can have a meeting, figure out what the fuck our next move is.
Not going to a fucking meeting, and Artak flips a table over and storms
Oh
off.
my god. Somebody want to go deal with that shit?
He probably needs to be left alone.
Do we have any? I'm gonna. I'll broadcast the whole ship. Do we have any child psychologists that got aboard?
Wow.
No, man, I'm gonna trail after him with my bolt-proof flask and be like, "Hey, man, you just want to get
yeah.
wasted?"
There you go. There's gonna be a real chance for some character development in the wrong way. People
I'm
are
gonna
gonna
go
start.
blog about it.
Nice. I'm gonna go listen to some Pink Floyd. Since I guess we're not having a meeting.
You guys can have a meeting.
Is this gonna be you?
Yeah, by myself.
And Tosh and Dimitri.
I don't want to hang out with those guys.
Do you like anybody on this ship?
No,
He likes-
no, I would hang out with either of them separately, but together I refuse. Because they've got this weird thing going on.
So just have like two separate parties and just go between them.
Yeah, I'll go up to the cockpit and hang out with Dimitri. Go up to the command deck. Fine, I don't care. What's everybody else doing? Mourning the planet we just destroyed.
In our own little ways.
I feel like we should be. I don't know why you think it's so funny.
Because, man, it's fucking hilarious. We went down there and we're like, man, this place is getting kind of fucked up. And we had every opportunity to fix it. We're like, yeah, fuck it. Beep. Boom.
You take.
Yeah, it's
This
not
is all that
funny.
remains of it. Shake the liquid
It's
in the
not
flask.
funny. It's not funny.
Some people deal with tragedy in different ways.
In a bad way.
I made myself like
Not in a
upset
bad
tonight
way, in
about-
different ways.
In a terrible, unjustifiable way.
Some people deal with pain through laughter and comedy.
The only thing I'm actually gonna go build a little grave site for the only person that planet I liked, Joan Smithy. I'm gonna make a small dedication to him in the captain's quarters.
Just one small 100-foot high wheat stalk.
Just to scale, you know, like a little mega wheat.
A couple other little tombstones that are normal size, and then one that's like barrel.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
I'll
if
say,
there
"You'll be missed."
if
You're
there's
nice,
one
please.
if there's one good thing that came out of this is Joan is dead.
Oh, right. Joan.
And his son.
I don't hate his son.
Well, actually,
son's
the
already
fact
dead.
that his son
Yeah,
is
I
dead
think
is
his son
probably a
got
good thing.
eaten by
The
the.
son was
Hydra.
definitely become the serial killer, so it's a good thing, probably.
I mean, all the people he was gonna kill are dead now, so.
Sniper, was everybody
Anyway.
on that planet a Nazi?
No.
Secretly.
What?
Oh,
Damn.
anyway, also, if anybody
Damn.
wants to see a
Definitely
video of
not.
what happened, if anybody wants to see a video of exactly how the planet disappeared, I caught it all. So if you want to watch it, in
Oh
real
my-
time,
Jesus
you can come to the captain's
I
quarters.
kind of
I mean,
want to.
I didn't get a chance to see it.
Do you guys
you
remember?
I've
Do you guys
never seen
remember when you were at the
posters.
hospital and there was that doctor who was working late that one day to help out that patient who he was really worried about? That guy had a family.
Yeah, all those people did.
Not a Nazi.
No. I know.
Yeah, but you know, there's there's got to be a
But-
ridiculous amount of human beings in this galaxy. Yeah, whatever.
He had a bad wormy, squirmy brain problem.
Sarksus just keeps typing, "We are a humanitarian group" into chat. It's
I
killing
never
me.
claimed to be that.
It's a drop in the bucket, man. Sometimes, you know, this planet was a gangrenous branch of humanity, and we had to amputate. It sucks, but let's
Does
go
it?
to the
I don't
gate.
know if you think it does or not.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
not
hard
happy.
to say.
I'm not happy about it. I'm just laughing because it's
Look
how
how
I
much
felt.
he's laughing. Can't you tell
Okay,
he's not
some
happy?
people laugh when there's terrible situations happening because it's out of anxiety.
Yeah,
Generally
but it
what I
doesn't
do.
sound like an anxious laugh.
Well, my laughs sound the same
Exactly.
all the time.
Okay.
Anyway, when we get to the blink gate, I'm gonna stock up the captain's quarters with a ridiculous amount of booze, and I'll probably never be sober again. So, if anybody wants to watch
You
the
know.
video, is that better, Sarksus? We can come on out.
Good.
It doesn't sound genuine.
Heck
at
yeah,
all.
man. I'm down to watch that.
I'm just gonna.
Okay, so we've moved into some downtime.
Oh, we haven't done that in a while.
You guys are here. You're hanging out. Things are, you know, the mood on the ship is somber. There's a little bit of, you know, there's laughter here and there, but it is that awkward kind of like that quickly becomes quiet when other people aren't laughing. You know? Everybody on the ship knows what happened. They either saw it or word has spread. But word has also spread that it needed to happen. That this was a thing that happened because if it didn't, it would have become much worse. It was cutting off a limb to prevent the spread. But that doesn't make it any easier.
Right.
A couple of people who you brought up from there, who were on that drop ship, had family, had friends in other towns, in other cities. There are, for the next few days, there will be memorials that they will be holding. There will be services. Jasper himself starts a group for people to come talk about what they miss from Agraria. Because some of these people were born on Agraria. That's where they lived, and it's all they've ever known, and they've never been to space. And now those people don't have anywhere to call home. But in the immediate now, right after this has happened, you've made it back here. We've just talked. People have argued. There's been some laughter. There's been some arguments.
What is happening? People can't take anything seriously.
Over the intercom.
That's not what I do here.
Over your personal comms, not over the intercom. Over your personal comms to the 5 of you. And as you can see, like bringing up your wrist, you can see Sal's included on this, Tosh is on this, Dimitri is here, and Steve is here.
The council.
The council. Dimitri says, Captain, and everyone else, we have contacts. We should maybe leave.
Okay.
Where are we going?
Fine, I muted you earlier. You're muted.
I think there's like a
It's
blink
funny
gate.
because I muted myself as soon as I started laughing again. I turned off my mic on my headset because I was like,
Double
"Fuck,
muted."
Stop.
Double muted.
But I do appreciate it. Good catch. I thought we left a while ago. So yeah, I think we want to go to the blink gate, right?
Very good, because there appears to be some very large battleships. One of them is targeting us.
Well, move
Oh,
it.
you know.
Can
All
we
right,
hail
we're leaving.
Can we hail them?
Ask
We-
them if they want us to help them with anything. And
We can.
Fucking Artex. Merritt's gonna be like, Artek, what's wrong? Fuck you, Merritt. You couldn't save anybody.
Our secret weapon, helping people.
Our
Yeah.
secret weapon
It's a
is
good
surprise.
weapon so far.
We just try to hail them or something. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah,
do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Knows.
While we run away. Hello?
So are you attempting? We're attempting to hail.
Yes? No?
Dimitri says, "Okay. One second. I'll patch you
Let's
through."
Start moving, please.
Yeah.
towards
No.
the
We're
blanket.
moving. Do you want me to charge up the bolt?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Fuck it.
Heck yeah.
It's ready. All
Yeah,
personnel
quick
to
now.
crash couches.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into the couch.
Do we
Just
have
in
enough
case.
Wait, do we have
Couches.
enough couches for
Oh,
everyone?
Oh,
Yeah. There's
sure.
one everywhere.
Okay.
yeah, it's a big ship. We weren't at capacity.
Yeah, and everybody's quarters.
Quarters of the crew, so.
Everybody's personal quarters. There's like one crash couch, and if there's a family that lives there, there's a family-sized crash couch. There's enough for everybody if they're where they're supposed to be.
Right. So
Start putting
we got
out
like
an alert for the ship.
a 15-second warning or whatever to like everybody needs to get
Yeah.
to a couch.
So over the intercom you hear, "Hello? Why do you hail us?"
Well, you're painting us with a targeting laser, and we were just curious what was going on.
You
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the captain of Steve. That is this fine vessel. I am captain / president Isaiah. Forget my last name.
Agnew.
Agnew.
It was a traumatic day.
Is this the same day?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like
20
our
minutes
like
later.
yeah, like shortly after.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, what's going on? Why you targeting us?
You have information that we need.
Okay, bye. Hit it. Hit it.
Should you hang up the call?
Yeah. I don't like his accent. It bothered.
Just click and then
I think that guy's Dimitri's dad.
Dimitri, is that your cousin?
Dimitri comes over and goes, "That's racist." And says, "Are we initiating the bolt?"
Yes.
Yeah. Bolt it.
Very good. Where are we heading? Approximate?
The blink gate.
Blink gate.
Blink gate. Very good. Everybody, crash couches now. So I assume the rest of you are bolting towards crash couches at this point.
Oh heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everybody, because you guys were all in the hangar, right?
I stormed off to my quarters.
That's true.
Yeah.
Artek
I was
did.
walking towards
I
my
was
quarters,
in
too.
the soggy button or whatever that stupid bar's name is.
Yeah, I never heard that name before.
Yeah, I don't know.
It can be. That can be the name of the bar.
No,
Why is it called the soggy button?
That's really bad. That's really
it's-
bad.
it's-
Hey,
that
hey,
was the worst
more
thing
important
ever.
things happening right now.
Okay, we're all in our.
All right, everybody hits a crash couch. There is, like Dimitri says, brace, impact missiles, and then there is an explosion sound, and suddenly everything gets long. Like the whole room expands outward from wherever you are. You slam backwards into the crash couch, and the world blinks out of existence for a second as the ship enters a near light speed bolt in an emergency situation. And I think that's a good place to call it
Yay!
for this
We
week's
succeeded at our
Operation
goal. We defeated
Outreach.
The giant monster.
Everybody will level up. You will gain a license
oh my
level
Gosh, I'm so excited.
at the end of this for completing your mission one way or
Always
another.
Right side.
I will tell
Push the
you,
button.
as we talked about, because in the days to come,
Pushed a button.
you guys didn't all die, obviously, right now. But in the days to come, at your ship, people on the board the ship will form groups. They will, have those meetings with each other. They will start to form relationships to talk about the planet that they lost. But in that time period, you all will have received a message, each of you, from SSC. It is highly encrypted. And it is for your
All
eyes
of us,
only.
Or just the 4 who pushed the buttons?
All of you.
That's a good point.
All of you. The captain of the ship and the 4 of you receive a message that says that your actions were required and necessary, and that they thank you for your service, and they are sorry for what you had to do.
Man, these people are cool. Maybe I'm glad I have one of their mechs.
But it was necessary. And then it says,
You
sincerely,
had to do it.
SSC.
Sniper, you cut out a little bit there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It says, so the message said that they are thankful for what you did. They are sorry for what you had to do, but they want you to know that you did have to do it.
Okay.
And they
Fair enough.
thank you for your service. And again, they are sorry. Signed, SSC. And there is a chit for a license upgrade attached to each of the emails. And as soon as you take that chit to get that, the email deletes itself and you can't find it anymore.
Maybe we should blow up more SSE planets if they keep giving us license upgrades.
I mean,
So that's it. That's the end of this episode. I believe we will be back next week. I hope. I think. As far as I know.
As far as I know.
Right? Everybody's inside, not doing anything, right? I hope. I want you to be.
Not me.
I know.
I'm
I
still
know not
working.
everybody can.
Essential workers
And I'm
also.
sorry for you.
Next
We
week I'll be doing work from home stuff. So I'll be here.
we highly appreciate those of you who have to go out. But otherwise, if you can stay inside, please do. I hope everybody watching this knows that already. So, but just, public service announcement, stay the hell indoors if you can. And if you can't, do the best you can, and we appreciate you. So, thanks so much, everybody, for watching. Does anybody want to shout anything out? All right.
Go play Animal Crossing.
yeah.
If you want to get people's Animal Crossing friend codes, you can type ! I think friend code in my chat, and you'll get mine. And then you can come visit me, or you can ask any of us individually on Discord or any of that, and we'll be happy to trade you some fruit and that kind of stuff. It's super fun.
Island is amazing.
We're I think all playing Animal Crossing, maybe except Mighty. Mighty, are you playing Animal Crossing?
Yeah, dude, I have that.
I don't.
Hell
I don't
yeah!
have a Switch, so I'm not.
Somebody get
buy me
Tynanator a Switch.
Shout out, buy me a Switch.
Yeah, somebody do that. Somebody buy this man a Switch. Get this man some fruit. Put him on an island.
I thought you were getting one.
No, we talked about that. So thanks so much, everybody, for watching. Tomorrow will be back, and we might start a little early because I've been playing through the brand new Half-Life game, Half-Life Alyx, on stream, and holy shit, it's good. And also, holy shit, head crabs are terrifying. So I'm like 6 hours into that game at this point, so we're gonna be continuing from there. So if you want to see, I'm hoping to beat it soon. I don't know. It's a long game so far, but it's really good. So tune into that. That's super fun. And then make sure on Saturday you tune in to Waffles and I continuing Metal Gear Rising, which I think we're also at the very end of. We should be beating that soon. Revengeance. And once we beat that, we're going to be either switching over, if Resident Evil 3 is out, we're going to be playing the new Resident Evil 3 remake. And then at some point, we're going to keep our Metal Gear playthrough going with Peace Walker and Ground Zeroes and Metal Gear Solid 5. So please tune into all of that. It's super fun on Saturdays. It's great. So in the meantime, wash your hands, donate to causes that you can afford to do so. Stay inside, wash your hands. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. We really appreciate it. And we will be back next week for more Operation Outreach.
Oh boy.
Good night, Internet.
Bye.